We all need some time to rest up and recover. The future's so unknown, but at least we got each other. Take a deep breath in and soak up all the colors. When we look back, we're right on track, moving somewhere. Thinking about our past, never gonna forget. Yeah, we made mistakes, we can spend our lives regretting. It's all worth it for a story that's worth telling. Together we stand, together we land, with 2 feet on the ground. Chasing a dream but don't know where it takes us. We got a fearless heart, nothing could ever break us. Don't always know where to go, but I know we're gonna make it. Together we stand, together we land, with 2 feet on the ground. Promise everything will work out. Yeah, we've lost and we found, nothing will keep us down.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing well. Oh boy, do we have a lot of content we're going to be going through this week. And it's all going to be Arknights content. Oh boy. Oh boy. Told me you saw the CN live stream. I did. I'm aware of all the new things coming down the track for us, at least in 6 months, right? It's still 6 months away, but damn, I'm excited. I'm excited. Give me that Il Siracusa part 2. I actually don't know where the story goes from there, though, to be honest. That was kind of its own, like, self-contained story, so I am kind of curious where that goes. But yeah, I'm keen. I am keen. Let's pause that and bring this up. Oh yeah. And I saw the new characters. And the new characters look dope. Like even I know Lapland Altar and everything, but even the other characters they showed were actually kind of cool. Like, I'm pretty sure one of them's Suzerain's mother, right? Pretty sure? Pretty sure. Wait, what? What has this done? Hello? I wish to go full screen. Ooh. Ooh, it's kind of screwing up full screen for me. Give me 1 second here. 1 second. What? Huh? Okay. Oh, I just noticed what it's doing. Oh, it's like fully... Oh, it's really struggling. I might need to restart. Hold up. Hold up. Texas, stop. Stop, Texas. Unless I minimize and bring it back up. Nope, it is completely broken. All right, we're starting again. We're starting again. Before you go full screen, get us out of the starting soon screen. Boom. There we are. Come on, I believe. BlueStacks, don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. Alright, can I make it bigger? I can make it bigger. Can I make it full screen? I can make it full screen. There we go. We fixed it. We're here. We're back. Beautiful. Oh wait, I don't see the mouse now though. Oh, you know what? We don't need to see the mouse. It's fine. I think. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Oh yeah, no, I saw the cool new characters. Saw Rosmontis. Actually, I noticed Rosmontis is getting a new module. Excited about that. I need my best cat daughter back, please. I need her to be useful again, please. I mean, she's kind of useful in certain stages, but if we can get her back to main stage, that would be great. Actually, can we get a Rosmontis altar? I know she's already a 6-star, but come on. Come on, please? Please? Oh, this is actually going to be kind of hard without a mouse. Ugh. Hold up. Oh. Okay. Is there a setting here I messed up? Show lock mouse cursor? No. Okay, if I need to make decisions, I might just have to break it out into this mode. Unless... Oh, I do like playing this game full mode, full screen mode, though. I like that immersion, man. Why is it so... Why is it buggy today? Why is it buggy? Not another limited altar of a limited op? Please. Please, I need it. I need character progression of Rosmontis. Oh yeah, I also noticed this is out. This unlocked. So we got 5 days on that. We might do that once we're done with this story. If we get there in time. We will. We'll get there in time because I want the frickin' I want the medals. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to deal without the mouse. I might So wait, where if I click? Yeah, I can't do this without the mouse. Hold up, we're gonna restart one more time, just a belief that restarting this is gonna fix a problem. Hopefully she gets the boost she needs. Yeah. Bop, 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 bop. Come on, I believe. Full screen. Skip. Do I have a mouse? I don't have a mouse. Oh, interesting. So on stream there's a mouse, but on this there is not. Oh, actually it's also not capturing it properly when I do go full screen. What? I've never had this problem before. Boop, 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 boop. I wonder, hold up. I wonder if it's because of the capture. Also, I have no sound. Did it mute itself again? It did. Yeah, okay, this is very frustrating that it's... Wait, if I do this... No, it doesn't treat it differently. This is very frustrating that it's not showing me my mouse. BlueStacks, what update did you have that broke everything? Ugh. Okay, there's a way around it. There is a way around it, it's just annoying. Give me a second. Okay, so that's basically full screen mode for you guys, but unfortunately I have the blue bars, which makes me sad. I can see a Delta mod that lets her hit air like Wizardell for starters. Wait. They make Rosmontis able to hit air? Wait, does that mean she AoEs air or she just one hits air? Very interesting. Very interesting. Alright, here we go. We're in episode 13. Ooh. Ooh, okay. What are these at the bottom here? Milestone rewards? Oh, I remember this system where there's like a higher difficulty. We basically just want to do it all on this, right? What is this? Clear HI3-1 to get rewards. Yeah, okay, so we're going to do it on, if we can, do it on the hardest difficulty we can straight off the bat. But she needs that to compete with Wizardell. Does she even compete though? I feel like she's going to be a struggle right there. I mean, she's a struggle to find a good place at the moment in many of the maps and content we're coming up against. It's difficult to get Rosmontis into the squad. All right. Hold up. Increase volume. If you do it on adverse, you'll burn through sanity twice as fast. I think I've got a couple of sanity boosters, so we should be fine. Actually, this is very hot. Let's give that a little bit longer, and instead go with this one. All right, let's settle in here. I'm trying to remember what happened last time. I remember they finally got into a big fight with the Sarkaz, where we were introduced to Logos, where Ascalon had a big fight with someone. I can't remember who she was fighting. It might have been the princely guy who we found out she grew up with in Babel. How did it end? How did the last episode end? Oh, didn't Siege come out with the sword? I'm pretty sure Siege came out of that weird underground catacombs thing with the sword, and her friend, her frenemy, kind of, ended up dying there, right? Pretty sure I'm remembering that right. All right. The Senior Professor of Classics to the Victorian National University, Samuel Seuss. once likened the ample library of Sir Cassegrain to the holy trees upon Londinium's fringes. In these essences of knowledge, these long shadows of history, we never fail to find parallels to how we ourselves have gone and to how we will go. Recorded are the epics and the philosophies, one by one filed away our mythologies and theories. Humble scholars fill page to page with their wisdom and diligence, each laureate poem a bookshelf to themselves. Someday the storm will pass, for hope can never truly die. What is formed of these accounts in ink? That is our civilization in all its pride. History. History is written on a page. So Cassegrain was a decent goal. Oh, that's jail. That's the old way of spelling jail, right? So Cassegrain was a decent jailmate. We debated over many a question through our wall. The wall that was perhaps the sole reason our time came to an end without his realizing I was a Sarkaz. He simply took me as a Victorian, one too mired in introspection at that. No, that was chapter 11? Chapter 12 was when Siege watched her hometown get wrecked? Oh, wait. Oh my god. Has it been that long? Logos told Domitzi to kill himself. Right, and Domitzi actually did, right? Okay. I still remember his last words to me before being dragged from that neighboring cell. In any time of trouble, a proud Victoria need only return there, and the winter of our discontent will once again feel not so endless after all, and the coming of spring the closest thing. Friend, you need only return there. You're shit out of luck. I tried those already, even the papers, the good calfskin stuff. Those books ain't burning. Why call it paper if it's calfskin anyway? Why don't we say riding skin or something? I don't know. Screw us, this fire just ain't happening. We've got all smoke and no warm soup pot. Soup? This stuff's just water with a couple stems and scraps we tossed in. You know what? This is all their fault. Those sneering royal court shitheads have us out here doing all the hard and dirty work, snatching Londoners across to work their factories across the entire city. And they won't even give us a hot bowl of something for the trouble. Captain said we've officially seized Londinium now. Defense forces got disbanded. That Leteau guy's out. The Laberry? Well, I'm starting to regret not going with W. Goddamn loony woman. Whatever. Probably wouldn't turn out any better if I did. I don't actually know if W looks after her people or whether she kind of uses them disposably. I haven't seen her throw them away kind of like that. Those Sarkas are just like Ian, they can't read. True. What is a book? What do you do with book? It's just a paperweight. You put it there to keep something on the table. What are all these books anyway? Could be discount catalogs for all I care. Why would some old feline collect this many discount catalogs? They don't know. They don't know the coupon economy, man. They don't know that you can get 10% off. What is it with you and questions? Who gives a shit what goes on in Victorians' heads? Still, never seen an old man cry his eyes out like that. Were you watching? Got his embroidered lapel all gunked up with his own snot. Hey, snap out of it. Get me some more books. The fire's about to go out. What are you doing? Reading them? He's not a true EN. Not true EN. What reading? You aren't literate. And all this shit's in Victorian anyway. Well, there's pictures in here too. Look at these drawings. There's a feline girl here giving this boy a real slap. What do you think's the deal with these two? Cheating, I'd figure. Anything more interesting? No, all the other pictures are dull. Just one of these things is a couple hundred pages. How many books do we have here? And the thinner ones over there. They only put a few words on each line, so you have to keep looking down for the next one. What is it Victorians are writing in these? Do the lands really have that much worth writing books about? This one, and that one. All kept in these beautiful glass cases, and they're all different kinds. Here's another possibility. Victorians are so stinking rich they'll pay to bind their own toilet paper. Huh, maybe. Why don't we have books of our own? They flip through these things so much the edges are curled. Maybe we do. You know, you hear how the lichers are a bunch of nut jobs who hole themselves up in libraries? No one sees them for years and years. That's how long. True, so they do have their own books. It's just these grunts never really learnt how to read. It's your own fault. You should have gone to school. Not that my ass cares. Hot soup to drink means more than any of that. Yeah, the days just blend together. These books just blend together. Even if I can't read, I know it. There's never one new thing under the sun. 1,000 years ago, we macheted people to death. Ooh. Now we've got more efficient weapons. 1,000 years in the future, we'll be flying through the sky and using, I don't know, clouds and stars to keep on killing and killing. You know, if we put houses on the moons, plant our own food, maybe we won't have to keep fighting like this in the future. Maybe something even bigger will happen, and everyone will stop wanting to be up in arms. Do you remember? You remember Babel? Does everyone remember Babel and the goals of Babel? I remember. I remember Teresa's goals. Exactly what these guys are talking about. Shame. Haha. Oh, never mind. Let's get that next book burning. Sometimes I wonder if the work I'm doing is just me satisfying myself, just trying to prove to myself I'm still one of the awake. What Inna said, really, it keeps me up at night and nothing else. After all, Casdale's not going to be overflowing with people who can use a printing press. If only a certain someone didn't ruin our plans. Shucks. You need to get up to speed ASAP, boy. This isn't the classroom. I'm not obligated to teach you the ropes. You could just run your butt back to the countryside. How many more months is your internship? I'm very sorry, sir. I just wanted to be scrupulous about my writing. Scrupulous? I don't want a goddamn catastrophology thesis. I want our circulation beating our union friends at Kawalerelki Sports. Kawalerelki Sports. Hopefully that doesn't come up too often. And I want them beaten hard, 24/7. If you're the office workers passing by the newsstand or the intercity net news subscribers, is an easy titled Victoria makes massive strides in catastrophology going to pry your cash loose? But don't you think Sarkaz Destroy Victoria is a little, you know, for a headline? You think our readers want the truth? Even the Central Journal's top tier subscribers aren't asking for the truth. You need to be spoon-fed. You need to spoon-fed them worry, fear, feelings of superiority, slightly leading emotional appeals followed by hard verdicts, and then they'll want more. Then they'll pluck cash out of their pockets. Then you'll guarantee your goddamn job. Damn. Ain't this true? Ain't this true of media nowadays, huh? Damn. Sensational headlines gonna be selling those newspapers. Oofed. Who is it? You know what time it is right now? What? How long ago did that? a new courier truck leave with our plates? A half an hour ago. Is there some kind of breaking news from Victoria? No, you idiot. Move. We're going to the printers now. They should still be on shift. We can still make it. I'll give the chief editor a call. You write me a new lead article ASAP. Front page material. On what? My informant says Viviana, the Candle Night, Nova nightclub, long AWOL. She's formally announcing retirement tomorrow. Quick, we need to be the first body in all of Casimir's to report on this. Or to prove to the GCC just which rose paper editorial really matters most. Then, what about Victoria and the Shard? Who cares, boy? A million things a day happen on Terra, and we only need the most meaningful scoops out of them all. Remember that. Call a cab already. Okay. Come to mention, sir, there'd always been unlicensed devils around here running their own taxis. Have you noticed them kind of vanish lately? What? In Casimir's? Oh, all the Sark has left? Modern media aren't really making money. Yeah, that's also true. Newspapers aren't there to make money, man. Newspapers are there to influence. Yeah. Yeah. The history of Sarkaz is the history of war itself. It is a lamentable fact, one I am loyal to. Yet still I attempt to prove to them that, slaughter aside, there are events about us worth being remembered, reflected on. Upon this land, those events that had the luck to be written of assiduously, those can be counted on one's fingers. And yet, even if I record these past affairs, where dis? This isn't what we agreed on. No stock means no stock, Toner. What you see is what you get. All Originium explosives are sold out. And the weapons I ordered. Are you expecting us to walk into that cave teeming with Originium slugs and giant gloom pincers and heaven knows what other monsters and just tackle them with our bare hands? That's your problem to deal with, not mine. Listen here, you've been cruising the entire black market for the last 3 weeks and managed to get what? Half a dozen weapons? Less? What mercenary squad could possibly snatch everything up? Are they insane? Even Solar Valley Industries couldn't possibly buy this much. Was it a Lord Amir? So which sad sack Lord Amir got ripped off this time? I want a hint. We'll divert around. No Lord Amir. They were such a mystery I couldn't say. It was probably the Pasha, and not just one. It might even be... The hell are you feeding me? Pashas on a shopping spree at the black market, and more than one? That's impossible. They have their own channels, and multiple, buying weapons in huge bulk. Do you know what that even entails? All I've got is a blind guess. They went through several layers of middlemen and used some foreign firms to keep their hands extra clean. Every purchase happened to be some quantity that wouldn't raise suspicion, so if someone called coincidence, it might just pass. But who in Sargon could ever monopolize all this so perfectly? Hey buddy. Got my rides and supplies sorted? Oh yep. 4 cars, rations, water, tents, all good to go. Good. Here's the cash. When the hell did Spacer get that wealthy? No, I hear he and his band of mercs are planning to ditch Sargon. They rustled up all the money they had to head someplace else. Columbia, probably, or Victoria. Led more devil mercs career changing than usual. I feel like... What for? Don't all the Spacer's relatives live in Sargon? Does he not care about his old barber with the broken leg? Who knows? I've never been able to make heads or tails of how these devils think. Maybe they're just sick enough of desert and rainforest. They want to switch up their surroundings now. That'd be best case. Been like this recently. Things just getting weird levels of complicated. left and right. Make no sense to me at all. Damn it, the only thing my grandpa ever had to figure out was which Lepora beast, Shorthorn, ran the slowest and made the best dinner for us. They didn't hit this many setbacks in their time, did they? Could be us Royal Sargon people just feel it coming. It? Just like a Shorthorn. Once it gets intense, it'll knock you flat. She's retiring. I wonder where she's going. Oh, did Zwillingstrom come after this? Ah. Actually, yeah, I feel like I recently played through Zwillingstrom. Even if I write of these, write of our dialects and our recipes, of peasant wives' songs, of a chief courier's great drunken boasts, of romance in the trenches, of graffiti in the ruins. These things, in the face of our suffering, pale beyond mention. They are reduced even to an irony of sorts, seeming to inform my readers, if I even have any, that would be best served using violence to wrest them back. That was never my intent. Even so, I have no right to be serving you my verdict. I wonder whose viewpoint the narrator is. That messenger should be here by now. Did some fanciful girl steal his heart on the way again? I've had enough of his tardy excuses by now. Isn't there anyone who can drill into his head how much this job matters? He won't be coming. Postal messenger Arthur Morrison is dead. Dead? Executed on grounds of treason. Treason? Who in the land are you? I'm doing my job, corporate. And you'll make both our lives a lot easier. Oh, cooperate, not corporate. Cooperate, and you'll make both our lives a lot easier. Tell me what you know about Arthur Morrison, please. I hardly knew him, really. Just that he was the only postal messenger around who'd make the run to Londinium. My own daughter goes to university there, so him and I only exchanged the odd word. He was a treasonist. Was he taking Sarkar's help? My girl wrote to me how Londinium's been littered with them lately. That wretch. I knew he was a scoundrel at the first moment. Trust him to gang up with the devils. He got what he deserved. No. Our comprehension is that Arthur Morrison served Ursus. Ursus? But... And you were his co-worker, Mr. Wesley wrote. What? Ha ha. Sir, surely you must be joking. I'm a Phelan, born and bred. I've been planting potatoes here all my life. I couldn't speak to you a word of Ursine. There must be some misunderstanding here. I know potatoes couldn't afford your daughter's tuition at the Victorian National University. Oh. He got caught out. Uh-oh. Tries to run. Ew. If you insist on being stubborn, I can free you of your other arm too. Don't waste my time. No resistance of yours is meaningful. So, the rumors were true. That Ursus was right. Londinium's been occupied. For the past month I haven't gotten a single word from the place. Not even the tiniest hearsay. Those goddamn Sarkars. They disgrace us, they murder us, they enslave us. And you self-professed protectors of Victoria, what have you done? Don't you have anyone in Londinium? A dear friend, a father, a mother, a child? Of course, you're bigger than that. You get to pull them out safe. Yes, you do. But us peasant class, no. We thought we could send our child to great old Londinium, to the heart of Victoria, where surely they'd grow beyond our wildest expectations. And now? They're laborers to the Sarkars, slaves to them, in our own country's capital. Those devils are turning Victoria's tempest on Victoria itself, and you people are just letting it happen. You could never hope to grasp Victoria's motives with your shallow insight. All you need to do is take me to your intel exchange. As if I would... That was very loud. Excuse me? What? Ugh. An ashen lance bursts forth from his body. An ashen lance? Who uses lances? I just am thinking, oh, the horse chick. I can't think of her name right now. No. The man facing him thrusts his hands out, an attempt to allay the fear of his chest being run through. His hands, the instant they touch the deep impurity, are warped and withered. Okay, yeah, I don't think Nell's doing that. I don't think she's doing that. Hiss. From afar comes a racked breath, spine-chilling. Behatted person? I'm guessing that's him. It's me, Catshire's flowers bloom for spring. Close all comms. If I haven't initiated contact again in 15 minutes, abandon this town immediately. May I have the strength not to drown in the flower's scent. In the height of midsummer, he exhales frigid mist. He cannot cower, he cannot shrink. He must establish communications with the opposite side, in Victoria's name. Where is it? Hiss, huff. Oh, is this the Victorian armor? Steam armor? 11:29:1. He must not look back. They must not catch sight of each other. He only hopes his adversary is fully aware to abide by the rules of this little game. He can tether a beast, but not a poltergeist. Snowflakes whirls about, jet black sinking into the soil of Victoria. A long, slender shadow stretches out from underfoot. He knows. It's right behind him. How close? His heart pounds like thunder. Black breaths clamor at his back. All around him, dead silence. Hiss. Or... I need an explanation. Oh, it's these guys. Oh, shit. What are they doing here? Is everyone just coming for a party? Like a big old war party in London? '93. This operation has not received royal assent. We will not pardon any breach of authority. The treasonists have all been executed. Over. Understood. We've never met before. And he disappears. What the hell? He's gone. Sir Trilby Asher, our surveillance picked up... Your surveillance picked up nothing. The fact he could enter and leave us alive, that declares where Victoria and Ursa stand. All this needs to be reported directly to the Duke. Wesley Rowett was cornered and took his own life. The mission is over. Seems to me like the armies and the Emperor aren't on the same page. But any action we take could succeed in bringing about their conciliation? Oh yeah, bringing them together, got it. They haven't settled on their plans yet, but their empire, their fear, that will make their decision for them. Tell me, has my work fallen among the firewood too? Are all Sarkaz's lives, save for being lit aflame, devoid of any meaning? Then why do I still insist on recording? Why do I still insist on writing? Because while my history of war recounts our destruction time and time again, it is my wish to leave the song of every soldier after the fighting is over, as they turn their gazes to yonder Casdell. To R7, 3 cars, 15 plus riders. They've been following us forever, but they're staying wary. Following this entire time. Just following. Why not tell W to hang a U-turn? Maybe they'll be happy to say hi. You could get some free Londinium souvenirs. Souvenirs. Inside that giant bowl of arts, they're hand-shaping. I'm treasuring the last few close shaves just fine, thanks. The way these mercs are working doesn't add up, especially the way they're hunting us. No, not hunting. They're driving us off. They want us away from Londinium. Aw, our high and mighty General Manfred sparing your life. Isn't that sweet of him? You sure you two didn't swear a blood oath? I want to take his kind advice, scoot back to Casdell and teach some slum kiddos how to read? My point is, who let you out of the military commission's dungeon? You were going walkies outside of Londinium's walls by the time I picked you up. My cell was left unguarded for a while. I thought it was a trap at first, but now I think I'm in something worse. Sure, you can be roundabout with me, hinting for me to go resolve some pain in the ass affair, but I think I'd prefer him just killing me then. That would have been easier. Not to mention, we still aren't sure what pain in the ass we're even solving. Then don't bother with it. W, can you speed up a little? It's time we said goodbye to this clingy convoy of send-offs. Yeah, my second-hander here is not going to stand up to much abuse. Good news, though. She's just going to blow it up. We just hit a minefield. Is that good news? I don't think that's good news. Laid half an hour earlier by yours personally. Oh, okay, so she knows her way through. Now, butts in seats. This looks to me like you're just fording Bomb River. Huh. I left them the biggest share, I promise. Stop the car once we circle that forest ahead. From there, we'll get off and proceed on foot. The vehicle's too large of a target, and they'd catch up sooner or later anyway. Here's hoping you do remember where you buried every mine, W. Although, question with her mines, aren't they her arts? Didn't we learn that that's her arts? So can't she control which ones explode and which ones don't? Well, hooray for us. We're all in one piece. How's that? I did remember. Well, a couple went off, but, you know, what was the term? Tectonic movement did it. They haven't caught up. I think we've successfully thrown them off. We need more information. Ideally, we rendezvous with Rhodes Island ASAP. Ascalon and the Doctor are on Windermere's warship right now. There's a few things I'm very uneasy about. What did you see? It's just intuition. The less I see any problem, the more uneasy I am. You guys met this doctor, and now they're Rhodes Island's doctor. I can't give you the full verdict yet, but there's no doubt that in a sense, the doctor has weakened. And I don't mean that in any negative way, but maybe it's not a weak doctor we need so much right now. You sure? Who knows if some Rhodes op will remember some random thing that happened in Chernobog, and just like that, I get a knife planted in my back. Are you really as skeptical as you'd like to tell us, W? Hard to say. There's an old hag kind of keeping me at arm's length from their beloved doctor. Is this what happened of Babel, by the way? Is this... I assume W knows, right? And Kao Shi tried to keep W away from the doctor from trying to kill him? Surely. Surely. W. You've spent plenty of time walking this battlefield. Any ideas? W used to be in Babel? Yeah. But the reason she wants to kill the doctor is because she knows what happened, right? And that's why she just knows he was present at her death. I think she's smart enough to put 2 and 2 together. I think she's smart enough. Same with Ascalon, right? Ascalon wasn't directly told, but I'm pretty sure Ascalon figured it out too. I've just been prodded this way and that like some bug. Can't even organize a sensible military op. So all I do is sit in my front row seat and spectate the most magical city siege modern society has to offer. Huh. Chaos. Sometimes I even have to wonder, at this point, is anyone actually conducting this battle? The royal court's legions couldn't work together to save their lives, and who gives a shit about all the small fry corps scuttling in from our four corners to try and live their dreams of Victorian vengeance? But the ultimate mastermind here is Therasis, so this chaos has to have been planned down to the last detail. He wasn't juggling some strategic Lollapalooza. He just set the stage. And now he's waiting. As for what he's waiting for, I don't want to guess. We can't just go brain dumb and reach out to the doctor or Dr. Kauji, hoping they'll give us the orders. We suffered enough with Babel. We need to seize the initiative. There's a source of info that might be more open to us than ever in our current position. Source of info. What position? The pathetic little creepy crawlies? Essentially, Sarkaz. Right, and just on the off chance, have either of you heard of any method to kill a lich? They're gonna go after a lich? A lich? She said she wanted to question the doctor personally. I don't think anyone knows what happened except Kauji. She's only highly suspicious. She's 99% sure. There's the 1% that she's still just not 100% on. Okay, so can I increase the difficulty? Or am I only able to do it at difficulty 2? I don't think I can go up a difficulty, can I? Yeah, it looks like we have to do it first at level 2 difficulty, and then we have to come back and do it at level 3. You can do it at adverse from the start. How do I... Wait, if I hit start, do I get the option? No. Click off, then bot left, then adverse. Click off. Oh! There we go. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. The injury at hand. We're all longing for the future, but what do we do right now? Londinium secondary defense artillery. Oh no, it's this mechanic. No. This hits, this thing hits your highest defense, right? No, highest block. That's right. Highest block. Oh my god, it costs 42? What? Okay. Okay, we're gonna need a tank, so it's gonna be hitting Saria. And then we just need to put Saria somewhere away from everyone else. We'll run this team, see how it goes. Yeah, because you get rewards for clearing out standard and adverse at the same time. Nice. Is that a sun or an explosion? What is that? It's hot. The sun is burning. I'm burning. Okay, it is the sun. Are we like on a moon or something? We're in water. Is that the exit? A few steps further. Just put one foot in front of the other. Maybe the fire, the anger, the pain, and the regret are all just figments of my imagination. Or maybe the exit is... I don't know. But they're watching behind me. Those eyes, are they judging me? Or just waiting to see how I'll carry the burden of their deaths? They were great men with tremendous accomplishments. My commander and the legendary Sarkaz scout. And the captain, the last pure-blood Wendigo. They're all dead before me, behind me. All that's left is sad little me, worthless me. They died so I could live. What did they expect of me? I can't think about it. I can't. I can't let their deaths be meaningless. I have to face the sun, even if it burns me. Burn me to cinders so that in their mighty company I shall not be ashamed. The boss fight is very hard on Adverse. Okay, good to know. Ugh. You really do have a knack for waking up right at shift change, don't you? Is this the result of all that hard training, God? Percival. I stretch as much as I'm allowed to. I did not sleep particularly well. On top of that series of nightmares, the old wound in my leg aches. We almost ran straight into the Victorian battle lines in order to catch up with 9. The infected I'm in charge of are used to being spat on, used to not having hope, but they'd never been on a real battlefield. They were scared. Wait, they were scared headless? That's not the saying, right? They were scared. Okay. They were scared headless. I was one of the better ones. And I hate that I'm used to it. It took a lifetime's worth of good luck for us to make it to the camp in one piece. It's just too hot even at night. How long until shift change? 15 minutes. You can sit a while longer. I'll go wash my face. What's with your leg? You're limping. Have the crystals spread? No, not yet. Give me my towel, Percival. It's to your left. The floral pattern? Yeah. Percival raises an eyebrow. I want to say it was a gift from the owner of that County Peninsula textile factory. Red has one just like it. The old man had creases all over his face. He was lucky that his crystals grew on his belly, so all he needs to do is wear a shirt. Hopefully he's still hiding them. Never mind. You brought back more hands than expected. Looks like the situation in the provinces is deteriorating, even before they turn into war zones. The impact is bigger than I thought. The nobles are turning a blind eye, pretty much as expected. These towns made a living trading with the caravans. They're left hanging with the convoys till Londinium stopped on account of the war. The infected are always the first to get hit when things go south. They used to be able to plant a few crops on the edge of town, and villagers were willing to trade with them here and there. Money's money after all, whoever it's from. It's easy to do the respectable thing when life is decent. Things are different now. It's almost time for the bean harvest. These infected spent the last season watering the fields, caring for their crops. But they've chosen to run off and join us now, abandoning the harvest that would have been waiting for them in a few months, and those to come in the future. They would rather leave. They must be desperate. We infected may be used to this kind of deprivation, but we can't come to the same conclusion every time. Are you still resting, sir? I hear voices. You're awake. You again? I said, are you taking the night shift now? Supper. I have canned food from Victoria. Not the best in terms of taste, but convenient. Cigarettes, wine, a bit of a pick-me-up in the middle of the night. Pretty clean, all things considered. Razors, arts units, you name it. What about you, Percival? Would you like some hair cream? Not easy to find this stuff these days. It's usually only officers who carry it, after all. Officers don't die so often. No, just harder to dig them out from the heap. They're usually at the bottom, you know. You need medicine again. Well, I haven't been feeling the best. A lot of pain, the occasional hallucination. Scared that the rocks could start growing into my brain. It's not going to get any better if you keep digging in those dusty craters. The best we can do is basic medicine that slows the progression of the condition. Don't expect it to save your life. I know. I know you're reselling our medicine. This bunch of infected told me that they brought oropathy meds from a sarcas on a motorbike, and that they worked okay. Well, but... Made some decent money, didn't you? How about we decide your punishment based on how many coins you have in your pocket? I was just, making sure stuff got where it needed. There's a war going on after all. You won't get another warning. But at least the meds made it to them. Well, we don't have enough messengers to deliver to everyone. It won't happen again, I promise. Just a little bit, a few pills. I've been running a fever for days. Gourd? I keep going to say guard, but no, that's not guard, is it? Am I tripping? Is that how you spell guard? I'm pretty sure that's not. It's G-A-U-R-D, right? Oh shit, no, I'm wrong. That is guard. Oh my god, it is guard. Okay. Put in a form for him. Make sure he's registered this time. When you forget English. Thank you. Don't thank us, thank the doctors. They went from elite to pariah when they contracted oropathy in their labs, and their companies didn't want to pay the insurance. It's not an easy change to accept. No, stop laughing at me. Fortunately, they heard of the reunion and came looking for us. What about your old stomping grounds? I'm more than just grateful to them, but they'll never forgive me. I chose this path on my own. We just don't have the same grade of equipment that Rhodes Island does. Well, we're not really developing medicine either. Right. We don't take medicine to get well, just to live a little longer. There is no medicine that will cure oropathy. I still remember the operators hurrying around medical and the sight of Dr. Kalji in her lab when I was at Rhodes Island. If there is hope for an oropathy cure, then it's at Rhodes Island. I still feel a sense of pride for having been part of it, even though I have no right to because I chose betrayal. But when will the day come when a cure for oropathy is found? 50 years? 100 years? 1,000 years? And what do the infected do before then? Oropathy is no longer just a condition. It is a symbol of hatred, victimization, blame, and alienation. Everyone here has a story, and they are all alike. What good is medicine in the face of all that? It is like rowing against the tide. This land is not a glorious one of morality and kindness. That's why we can't turn away from violence, shameful as it is. It's powerful. But maybe... No. That's something for the distant future. What's your name? Me? Medicine peddler? Man on bike? I'm not the kind of guy anyone needs to remember. That's not a name. Okay, let me think of a cool one. What's going on? Shouting and the sound of weapons clanging. Go hide in the back, Sarkaz. Percival, go and reassure the civilians that just joined us. They're scared enough as is. I put a hand on the sword on my belt. It is always at the ready. You really want me to kill you? You men are in no shape to fight. Our warriors surround a group of bruised and dirty Victorian soldiers. Their sergeant is panting with fresh wounds on his body. Was this really an attack? What's going on, 9? They sneaked into the village from the north. Romanak took a bolt. The doctor is taking care of him now. They're out of their minds trying to attack our camp with just 21 men, including a handful on stretchers. Huh! Look at what we have in the heartland of our country, a stone's throw from our great capital. A swarm of damned reunion infected. Come, kill me if you dare, or I'll kill you all. Conspirators, agitators, rioters, murderers. A blight! You're a blight. Oop, not auto. No wonder the war is going badly. Those barbaric devils could never beat us. The real enemy is among us, behind our backs. Wherever there's disorder, you infected are never far away. Looks like you just came back from the front lines. Low morale, poor organization, hastily wrapped wounds, obsolete equipment. You don't look like professional soldiers. Conscripts. We're from the Duke of Fife's 4th Battalion. What's the name of the company again? Blackstream Squad and Earthsome Squad? Do you have a doctor here? Shut up, soldier, and ready your weapon. But Sergeant Victor... This is an order. Ready your weapon. Keep your voice down, Victorian. There are civilians sleeping in the camp. Victorian civilians. Civilians? Victoria would have given them the life they deserve if they didn't join you to become criminals and malcontents. Why are all the scum in this land infected? Why is every gangster, bandit, devil, and reunion traitor an infected? Why is the Honourable Duke of Fife not infected? Why was His Majesty Frederick III not infected? Why are honest and upright folk not infected? Do people become despicable because they're infected? Or do they become infected because they're despicable? What about you? Is despicability infectious too? How dare you? Enough. Oh, damn. Okay. Rebelling. The Victorian sergeant's eyes widen as he turns to one side, trying to hide his arm from sight. His lips tremble, but no words come out. We're all despicable scum now. Aren't we, sir? I'm different. This is an honorable... Your arm. I can see the crystals protruding from it. Your condition is progressing rapidly. I'm fighting and killing Sarkaz for my country. I just got a bit of dirt on it, maybe. What did you learn in boot camp? Didn't they teach you anything about active originium zones? The instructor just told us to aim and pull the trigger. That's what we spent our 2 weeks on. I take it you weren't issued any inhibitors either. Inhibitors? 9, I think they're all infected. It can't be. I just got a physical 1 week ago and I was in perfect health. 1 week. Could be a rapid onset. Or they lied to you to keep up the front lines. Shut up. How long have the ones on the stretchers been unconscious? They're in critical condition. What? Death and disintegration from acute condition is dangerous to both you and us. You're right to have the unconscious lying face up on the stretchers to prevent suffocation. But did you check their backs? Suddenly silent, the sergeant walks towards the stretcher as though trying to turn the man lying on it over, but withdraws his hand as soon as it touches the soldier. The sergeant looks helpless, like he's facing a deadly tusk beast that could spit lightning and poison, one that could leap at him at any moment. But the man is his comrade. Before they were comrades, they might have been cousins, tilling the same piece of land together. I sigh and sit the unconscious Victorian soldier up. There is no need to remove his jacket. Originium crystals have pierced the clothing on his back. Heavens. Victor. Damn it. I shouldn't have taken him along. His dad would kill him, then kill me, if he learned that his son was infected. Those Sarkaz used witchcraft to infect us. I knew it. It's the devil's curse. It's not enough that they defiled our land. Now they want to defile our souls too. That's enough. Sarkaz are naturally susceptible to infection, and their soldiers are overwhelmingly infected. When you kill them, or when you get infected and they kill you, if there's no one to clean up the bodies... I said no more. I heard a sound. It's a familiar sound, whether in Rimbilliton, Rhode Island, or here and now. The sound that every infected fears most. The sound of us shattering. Oh, is it going to be one of the people on the stretchers disintegrating? I've heard sounds in the trenches. You told me it was artillery, Sergeant. It was artillery. Our enemy will use anything and everything to destroy us and our country, including their own deaths. Devils, bandits, Terrans. There was none of this crap during His Majesty Frederick III's reign. We must expel this scum from Victoria. What can we do? We can save Victor. Or can we save Victor? We dwell in the blessing of glorious Victoria. What an idiot. I'll say this again. You're an infected. Very infected. In case this isn't clear to you, like us, like everyone else here, you're going to die. The panic sets in. No! Alright, let's see how difficult this is. I'm going to assume it's going to be okay. Oh, there's 2 lanes. I didn't notice there was 2 lanes. Okay. Wait. What are these rocks? Okay, I'm going to assume they're not important. I'm not going to worry about them. When does this shoot? Where's the bar? Where's the shooty bar? Wait, is there no shooty bar? Oh, these guys are kind of strong. I'm gonna have to put her like here, right? Yeah, there we go. Ooh, that actually takes out a lot of our zones. Might have been a mistake. We'll see. Oh my god, these things take forever to die as well. No! Bro, look up. Oh, there! It's finally spawned. That wasn't there before, was it? Or maybe because it had no gauge, I couldn't see it. Alright. Do we reckon Ascalon is gonna survive the turret coming in? I also do need a healer. Actually, no, she's kind of healing herself. God, these things are so tanky. Why? Why? I'm gonna wait for the explosion. Oh my god. Okay, here comes the first explosion. She's okay, she's okay, she's surviving. Ascalon did die though, unfortunately. You know what? The healer's gonna die, but I'm just gonna put her there to heal, to help out Saria. It was. No way with her HP, yeah. Oh well, she did a job of slowing things down, I guess. These guys will all stack up. I'm not sure if they need to be in their altar form, like the little weird buggy things. They might need to be, actually. Get all the weird bugs out. These are not technically bugs, they're, I don't actually know what they are. Worms? Oh, damn, one got through. Okay, lots are getting through. I kind of want the explosion to come in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's not good. Oh my god, they're gonna get through. Okay, one got through. Two got through. This is not good. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We're recovering. Oh, I probably should have saved something for this. I think we're actually going to lose this. Okay. We might go to normal difficulty. I mean, we did get all our sanity back from doing it though, first time. I forget what the weakness of these enemies are. I mean, they're weak to physical, but they just take no damage. Takes greatly reduced physical and arts damage. Yeah. Units blocking it gain 1 block up to a maximum of +6. I guess I could just go 2 tanks. Just hold them off with 2 tanks. Oh, and they get more powerful the more of these things are out. Oh my god, learning. Alright, I'm gonna make changes here. Do we have any long range? No, I don't think that works. I need like a long range tank. I thought I had a oh, we do have a long range tank there. Perfect. Lithcom. Is that actually what we want to do though? Actually, Dinar might actually be really good here. No, we have another one that attacks all. Actually, doesn't Hoshi? Doesn't she attack all? Cuts all targets in a frontal tile with a shield. Okay, we'll take Hoshi. Who else do we need here? Need you at 2. Actually, the stun's kind of strong. Executor's good. Oh my god, we got the brother and sister gang going. Nice. Knossos was kind of useless. Let's get some long range stuff going. Oh my god, are we actually going to use Rosmontis? Oh my god. Alright. I think we can do it with this. Yeah. I think we can do it with this. The injury at hand. Oh yeah, it was there the entire time. Look at that. Look at that. So we can get through the first waves pretty damn easily. Yeah, it's so annoying how they take no damage. We're not going to put Askel on there, I don't think. I think instead... Actually, she's kind of useless here. You know what? We're going to save her for the second phase to try and clear out some of the crowd. Oh, she doesn't quite reach. Actually, what if I put her here? Okay, what if I put her here? Okay, that works. Thankfully, they deal no damage. Absolute 0 damage. We might actually need to put Hoshi down here. Yeah, we're gonna have to put Hoshi here. Yeah, I guess. Alright, here comes the first explosion. I think Saga's gonna survive this. Enemy like these Ulpianus would laugh his ass off. Laugh his ass off with what? Oh my god, she took so much damage! Oh boy. Okay, good. Good. Nice. Stay alive, stay alive. Heal yourself, please heal yourself. Hello? Ah! Now we put Ascalon out. Ooh, okay, we're not going to be able to get full coverage. Okay, there we go. There we go. Stabilize. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, Artoria is god mode against these enemies. I see. I see. Alright, Hoshi will be out and ready to go. Alright, Hoshi is out. And we can probably ult with... Yeah, we can ult with her now. They should end up taking... Yeah, they take huge amounts of damage from Artoria. Artoria is the counter. Nice. Oh, it's focusing on her. We might have to pull her back to get it to refocus on Saria. We're just gonna have to time it right. I think we have to do it like here to give it time to switch back. Actually, we might not even to switch back. Artoria is clearing this out. Yeah, okay, we don't need to switch back. We are gonna lose the healer though, which is a little sketchy. We're not pulling back. We're not pulling back. We ain't pulling back. Believe in the Hoshi. Okay, the Hoshi did not survive. Oh, that wasn't Texas. I thought that was Texas. Come on. Come on, doggos. You've got this. No, Texas, don't die. Texas, don't die. Oh yeah, I think we got this. Yep. Nice. There we go. See? Level 3 difficulty, not that difficult. Oh. The first time I saw an infected shadow was in the middle of a lake. I was 7, young and innocent. It was my dream to become captain of the miners' patrol. I'd get to stay up late at night, wear a cool uniform, and walk around with a bright torch. Most families in Rimbilliton made their living in mining, digging, and processing ore. We did everything to prevent infection. But accidents happen. One day, the adults came home early. Mother and the other women of the house whispered in the corner. The men smoked in silence until the entire room was filled with that acrid scent. In between coughs, I ran around the living room pretending to be a surveyor looking for new veins in a fog-filled valley. Dad grabbed me by the collar and put me to bed. I woke up earlier than usual the next day. I think I was trying to grab a can of soda while nobody was watching. Grandma was sitting in the living room next to her luggage. She said she was going on a journey. She became infected. Oofed. I pestered her to let me go with her. She could never say no to me. She said I could come a short way with her, then I had to go back home. We saw a salt lake in the distance. It was a shallow one that only appeared in the rainy season, but it rained a lot that year. We couldn't see the other side of the lake. Grandma told me that was as far as I could go. I said, all right. She made me promise, like when she made me promise I would be a good boy when I first went to school. But I wasn't a good boy anymore. I quietly followed her, hiding behind a bush when she got to the lakeside. Grandma got into a boat with a few people on it. They all had strange stones growing out of their bodies, and one of them was wrapped up in a blanket. The boatman turned on the engine. I watched from the shore as the boat disappeared into the fog. I was once confused. Grandma didn't say anything to me on our way. It was like an ordinary picnic trip. I was about to turn around thinking about where I would have breakfast before going home. Then I heard a sound like crystal shattering. I turned around and saw originium dust sprayed into the air, mixing with the fog, reflecting an eerie glow in the sun. It was like a dream. I mean, she got pretty far along in her life, though, to be a grandma and still be living with infection. Nice. Was that how you got infected? No, I was lucky that time. Maybe it really was a dream, brought about by a summer morning. But I never saw Grandma again, and my family never talked about her anymore. She was always thoughtful and cautious. It wasn't like her to let a child follow her, putting him in danger. For once, though, she made a selfish choice on her journey. She wanted to spend just a little more time with her grandson. Maybe she even wanted to give me a hug. Now I remember. I didn't even get to show her my report card that semester. It was the best I ever did in school. The sounds of the forest stopped. The flickering light shining through the shadows of the trees no longer moved. Then came the sound of lament and painful moaning. On your guard, Red. The Victorians have stopped. Looks like they're planning to make camp. Here? It's only a few hundred meters from our camp. They no longer have the strength to cover their tracks. Who knows if there's a scouting party shadowing them somewhere. Red's hands never stop, even as he complains, cutting away the bothersome vines. We approach their position and see their flickering shadows through the sparse bushes. Soldiers lie on the ground in exhaustion, hopelessly burying their heads amongst the falling leaves. The sergeant sits down on a rock, silently polishing his sword, the only weapon he has left. I guess they just didn't have the strength to go any further. These people don't have the luxury to think. They're still living in a dream. It'll all pass. But they really just separated from the rest of the army. These Victorians are lucky. They faced a gentle exile, not the swords of their comrades. It's not easy to accept that you're infected. We should wait for them to understand who they are and for them to make a choice. You really mean to take them in, these soldiers? We're weak, so are they. What's the plan then? Finish the shift and notify the sentries. Expand the patrols to include this camp. The infected stand together. Stand together. Pretty words. Of course we had to stand together. What other choice did we have? But are the words stand together so simple that we fail to appreciate their true meaning. Oropathy changed all our lives equally, robbed us of our futures equally. But is what is taken from a farmer who has to pay his taxes out of seeds stored for next year's planting equal to what is taken from a wealthy merchant with a safe full of pure gold? When what we had to begin with was not equal, neither are the choices that survive deprivation. Who are we really standing together with then? Wait, this is the scene from W. I remember this scene. Tallulah! Is Tallulah actually gonna do something? You're Tallulah, right? Founder of the Reunion, leader of the infected. They say you did great things in Ursus. All the infected of Victoria are talking about you. Is it true that you captured a city? A city for the infected? Is it still there? I'm no leader. I'm just a member of the Reunion movement. Have some porridge. We're setting out soon. Tell us more about your city, Tallulah. It's... Oh, no need to hang your head. I suppose things didn't go so smoothly if you're in Victoria now. Of course the uninfected wouldn't let us win that easily, after trampling on us for so long. What does it matter if those scum tripped you up once? Your Reunion. We all believe in you. Tallulah looks down at the pot she is stirring, serving bowl after bowl of hot porridge. The steam from the pot obscures her vision. Careful, it's hot. They all believe in you. What do you think about that, eh? Being the hope of so many. You're a veteran from Ursus, aren't you? What are you talking about? Valia. I know. Sorry, couldn't resist. Is it true that there was a bit of trouble at the camp yesterday? It's fine, all taken care of. Stop crowding Tallulah like that and start packing. We have a long way to go today. Oh yeah, I still have fertilizer to load onto the truck. And it's not you Reunion anymore. Oh yeah? We're Reunion too? Huh. See you later. Guard. It's fine. No need to say anything. I take the bowl of porridge from Tallulah. She's very pale. There are things we can't tell them yet. I know. It's your decision. Reunion can't collapse again. I'm the banner that you rally to in Victoria. I accept that. But I'm deceiving them. It's no more or less than you deserve. It's none of my business whether you see this as an honor or punishment for your crimes. What the others need is hope. And you're going to tell them you were under the influence of an evil god, and everything that happened at Chernobog was an Ursine plot. I'd rather our organization be built on a lie. We were built on a lie back then too. I know. Payback will come someday, but at least this time, we lied for the infected. There are no second chances for Reunion. I hope we don't go down the same path you did. What did that sister of yours say in Chernobog? Until the day when the infected are judged fairly. I'll wait. I'll be your tool until that day comes. Excuse me. What are you doing here, Victorian? I'm not armed. Your sentry searched me. I caught a whiff. My brothers haven't eaten in 4 days. Some of them, I don't know, they don't look good. I have a lighter here and... Do you want brass buttons? If you could be so kind as to trade some bread for these. I know it's not enough. I have a bunch of good leather back at my home in Blackstream. Once I get back, I'll sell it and pay you back double. The young man gazes hungrily at the pot, his hand grabbing his own uniform tightly, perhaps out of nervousness or trying to straighten it out to look more presentable. Tallulah puts a bowl of porridge before him. You can take what's left in the pot. Thank you. Here's the lighter. Sometimes you need to click it a few times before it lights, and the button. I take the lighter and grab the hand trying to rip the buttons off. It's fine. Eat. He practically pours the food down his throat. Where's your sergeant? I don't know. We haven't seen him all morning. I was worried he would barge into your camp again. Say, did you hear any sounds in the night? Like artillery fire? No reports of anything like that. Never mind. Everyone's gone mad. Us, them. There's no sane man left on the front. Sound like things are rough out there. Rough, eh? You have no idea what the Sarkaz are using against us. They have no battleships, no armored vehicles. We thought the devils were just barbarians fighting our armies with swords and bows. How wrong we were. Could you imagine an entire squad of Sarkaz casters casting their arts at the same time? It was more terrifying than any artillery or ballista fire. Get hit by a shell and you might lose an arm or a leg, the fragments digging themselves into your flesh causing terrible pain. But the Sarkaz, they turned the battlefield into the hell of Lateran tales. I saw armored vehicles pierced by lightning bolts of blood. My mates melted into puddles of gore. I never imagined it would turn out like this, when the Duke of Fife's men dragged me out of the Sisty Beast pens. Forget it. I'd rather not think about anything. Thanks for the porridge. I'll bring the pot back later. You can keep it. We have plenty of them and it might be of use to you. Thank you so much. I'll never forget it. Are you leaving? Where are you going? This is pretty much a battlefield now and it's Victorian lands all around. For the infected. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked. Forget I said anything. The soldier hurries to leave, grabbing the side of the pot with his one good hand and supporting the bottom with a limp arm, grimacing at the heat. I reach into my pocket and dig out what I just got from the doctor. Hey, wait. I go up to him and put the vial of medicine in his pocket. What's this? It'll relieve some of the worst symptoms. You can share it with the others. I'll visit Blackstream and collect what you owe me. Sir. Go. You love our village. Thanks. You really are like the Rhodes Islanders. I heard you were the one who found the doctors who knew how to make the medicine. To be honest, what we're making hardly even qualifies as medicine compared to the suppressants that I knew. Rhodes Island offers low-cost treatment plans, but at the end of the day, they're a company. They need research funding, and they have corporate due diligence to deal with. Who knows how many eyes are on them in Casimir's and Colombia? That's why you persuaded 9 to go north. The warriors say there's a factory up there. A tiny pharmaceutical factory. So small it's barely even a workshop. It's not even on a nomadic plate. But that one little piece of land was once the salvation of many infected. That is, until it grew big enough that it caught people's attention. Some of the ones driven out there joined us, and that's how we heard the story. It's deep in the forest, where nobody's watching. We need medicine even if it's just a pale imitation of the real thing. But more importantly, it was once a starting point of Victoria's reunion movement. We have to unite those scattered across Victoria. We have to tell them that help has come. I've seen plenty of infected self-help organizations. Kind souls helped us from time to time. But in the end, none of them lasted. When I was at Rhodes Island, I often wondered if things would get better if everyone worked harder and made more medicine. Maybe. But Chernobog changed my mind. Why do they crack down on workshops like these? Why are kindness and hard work warped by hatred and prejudice? When evil itself is fuzzy as the fog, Why does everyone, even the infected themselves, decide to wait for their own deaths in the middle of a lake? I stare at Tallulah, who hardly reacts to my words. Her eyes are calm, unusually so. Her soul is too weary, having seen too much. What has become of the woman who was once our leader? Or had she uttered the same words before and seen what came of them? You know what I mean. Oropathy is an illness, but we'll leave the illnesses to Rhodes Island for now. Our enemy isn't just oropathy, it's oppression and prejudice, the truths that they've tried to cover up with oropathy. Oropathy is just the culmination of all the decay across the lands. Taking back a symbol may help the infected of Victoria realize that and stand together with us. Stand together. That's something only reunion can do. Have you told the others how you think? Of course. I'm always talking to Nine about our... No. You know the one I'm talking about. Oh. A little. I got a gentle answer. That's why I'm here. Whatever the case, we didn't choose the same path, so it's not my place to ask for more. Of course it isn't. Rhodes Island is a paradise of idealists. Me? A man who could only see what stands right in front of me. The gain and loss right in front of me. I heard the veteran guerrilla fighters talk about the old days of the reunion in the tundra, the ideals that everyone held. A city of the infected, our home. Some of them thought it was just within reach. It was almost realized at Chernobog, but fell short in the end. But I know the city of our dreams is still far, far away. And how could a single city be enough? What could a single city do? You're still limping. Maybe you should go sit in the back. Just a little sprain. You haven't been on a lot of expeditions lately. My squad passed through the wilderness the other day with infected comrades from Greenwich. The earth had been torn open, with ditches everywhere. Looked like one of the turnip farms back home, except much smaller. I tripped. What was it? I didn't think there was a place like that near Londinium. Walt said that all those trenches, hundreds of them, each one big enough to fit our entire squad, were battleship tread marks. No wonder you've looked worried. Takes all my strength just to go from day to day. Don't think too much about it. A report from the Scouts Guard. We heard sounds from the woods on the left side up ahead. The Originium zone sensor went off when we got close, so we couldn't be sure exactly what it was. Send word to the rest of the team. We'll go around. Roger. Percival. I'll come along with a few guys. Don't want you to trip again. I haven't learnt much about Percival yet. She is intriguing, though. There's an unsettling smell in the air. The instruments show a high level of active Originium. Not a good sign. Remember your protective measures. Keep your masks on. Was that a man under the tree? No, it's a Victorian uniform, ripped almost beyond recognition, but somehow familiar. A sergeant's badge lies on the ground next to it. A tiny music box sits a short distance away, covered in Originium dust, but still barely playing. Infected confirmed dead. We should leave. I'm assuming that was the guy that was being all angry and stuff beforehand. Percival walks slowly, humming along with the scattered music. Do you know this song, Guard? No, but I've heard it before. The sun on the meadow is summery warm, filling our home with euphoria. We gather together to greet the storm, Tomorrow belongs to Victoria. The Victorian national anthem. Our teacher made us sing it over and over until we had it memorized when I was little, before I got sick. It's been a long time since I had last heard it. I was born in Victoria. By all accounts, I should be Victorian. But what about now? That sergeant believed he belonged to Victoria to the very end. He was lucky. He didn't get to go through everything he would have had to gone through. The reason I called myself Reunion, I was tired of being punched, being thrown out of factories before I got paid, being kept out of even the cheapest hostel rooms, no matter how much money I had on me. The Reunion movement showed me another path, besides suffering and dying in silence. That was all I needed, even if the price was abandoning my family, my country, and everything else I had. In fact, I had lost all of it the moment the first crystal popped through my skin, but it took me a long time to get it. All of us are assigned Colombian, Victorian, Sarkaz, Feline, Liberi. We're all Reunion. If we have to cross every battlefront, every war zone, every corpse-laden ruin in order for our deaths to be seen and heard, then we'll cross them. Oh no, she's exhausted. I can't use her next. Oh, I didn't see how much stuff I just got from doing double completion. I assume a lot. Alright, let's actually look at the map this time so we can better plan. Environmental conditions. Sarkaz Airbearer ASVs provide a larger attack bonus to reborn creations. Oh, I assume they're in here. It was these guys, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh no, Airbearer ASVs. These aren't ASVs. What are ASVs? Provide a larger attack bonus to reborn creations, so they're going to become very powerful. But we don't have the explosion thing anymore. We do have a dual lane though, which is annoying. I think we put a Centurion here, a tank here. That deals with that lane. And then this lane, I think we put Virtuosa here. A tank and possibly another Centurion. Okay, what do we got? What have we got? Okay, we got the 2 tanks. I'm gonna get rid of Executor, I think. Actually, he might be decent. I'm gonna get rid of Rosmontus and bring in Blaze. Let's bring in Gavi first. Skill 3. I don't think Ascalon's actually good here. Yeah, I don't think Ascalon's actually good here. Let's bring Blaze. And I need something that deals damage over time that applies like a dot. What have I got that applies a dot? Something like Virtuosa. But I don't think I've got anything else like that. Yeah, I don't think I've got something that deals damage like that. Oh, he does dots actually, kind of. He does the bleed, right? Oh, unblocked enemies though. Ugh. That doesn't help me. Okay, I don't think I've got something that does like another bleed kind of thing. I don't think there's enough room for a mule size. so maybe we take a Fear Meta just to artillery a place. I think I can put characters in the back, right? Yeah, I can put her here. Okay, good. All right, let's try this. Wait, do we have 2 healers? Actually, I think we can survive without 2 healers. No, we've only got 1, but I think Saria can heal herself and keep herself up, so that's good. Okay, let's try it. Data sync. No. Oh, no. Thank you. This kept the same team, right? Yep, this looks all good to me. I'm actually thinking of getting rid of Cruise and instead bringing a chain caster. Something that just hits a lot of stuff. She's very expensive. 678 compared to 542. Oh, they're pretty close in expense-wise. Actually, what's Skyfire? Skyfire's the same. Skyfire does stun. Skyfire does stun. I'm gonna bring Skyfire, I think. Alright, let's try it. Endless reports. An avalanche of intel has flooded this lonely battleship ever since it left Norport. There are signs of trouble from Lithanian to the east, Sargon to the southwest, Kjerag to the west, while everything remains silent to the south. The messages are suffocating, eating away at my nerves. Eh? My mother seems utterly unmoved, impassively issuing order after order. But even she cannot resist a frown when she reads the congratulations from her fellow dukes. This is her life. She is here, and so this is my Linkadin. I am home. Focus, Delphine. Listen to the reports. This is no time to let your mind wander. She adjusts the position of her eye patch. Is it to hide the wrinkles? The weather here is very different from Linkadin. It's suppressed, heavy, the gloom of rain and fog ever present. I just want to... What are you gazing at so absent-mindedly, Delphine? Nothing, Mother. It's just... I don't get to see Londinium from this angle very often. I know how you look when your mind is wandering. Are you bored by the chatters from the rear? No, I'm just thinking about Norport Borough. Sorry, I didn't expect the situation in Londinium to deteriorate so much so quickly. I should have arranged for your evacuation sooner. We had compiled reports on everything that went on in Londinium, but we weren't able to bring them. We should be the ones apologizing. That's alright. A few little troubles don't mean much in the big picture. Perhaps the Duke of Castor should be held responsible for most of them. I know. Let's hope my messenger isn't making things too difficult for her right now. But the value of that intel to subsequent operations pales in comparison to your value, Delphine. Relax. I'm here, and Urnclad Galave is nearby. Everything will be right once again once we return to the city. We'll restore Londinium and Victoria. Of course. Mother, I thought I would die down there. I wouldn't let that happen to my daughter. You've done well. You have the patience and attention to detail of your father. But you don't have to be the one to do all that work. You're my heir, and your place is at Lin Kadin. Our standoff with the Thanian can be trying. You'll need to get used to those matters. Plus, you could use someone to talk to. I thought I could do better. Sorry. There are many things that a Duke of Windermere must worry about, for which she needs nerves of steel. But that's not your burden. Not yet. You can rely on your mother, at least until she's too old to walk. I understand. Thank you, Mother. We'll be home in another 4 or 5 hours. I've arranged for all the stuff you left behind at the old house to be set up. Your pajamas, your pillow, your bed, your bathtub. That's all stuff from before I came to Londinium. It's not like you're any taller. I have some nice things for you as well, but I'll keep those a secret for now. Get a good night's sleep once we're back. But don't get complacent. We have a lot to do. What is it? I was in Londinium a long time, wasn't I? I had many friends, outstanding friends from who I had a lot to learn. We lived in a city in disorder, chewing up and swallowing the lives we once had. But we believed in our cause. I was proud of it. Then things changed. One agent after another disappeared and the Sarkaz took the city. I was on my own. I had to live with more common people. For the first time I learned how they lived and how they viewed Victoria. Most of them are dead now. Those who still live huddle in the bows of this ship, waiting for you to decide their fate. 100 meters beneath my pajamas, bed and bathtub. I'm really grateful, really, but is it all because... She does not let me finish. She puts her hand on my head without patting it, but I know this is her way of showing affection. You did well, my daughter. You exceeded my expectations. Go and see the troops below. It'll do you good to talk with them. With that, her grace departs. She's always swift and decisive. I have no choice to say. I don't have no chance to say any more. I scratch my slightly untidy head. Mother, we can talk later. You shouldn't have come here yourself. The words that come out of my mouth surprise me. Was it not because of my call for help that she came? How could I say that? It's too risky. We can't fully trust the Lithanians, and we don't know what the Sarkaz are planning next. We've fallen behind on intel. She dismisses me with a wave, perhaps telling me not to think too much about it. Her silhouette remains sharp, making me feel like I'm worrying too much, and that she can handle it all. Take what? She's right. I'm not much taller at all. Hey Siege, how you doing? How long will our food last? I don't think this warship was prepared to take on so many refugees. We can't just leave them to fend for themselves. Miss Emile grabbed my hand just now. She didn't say nothing. All she did was look at me. I can't take it anymore. Let's find Delphine. Calm down, Hannah. We're on someone else's ship. I'll go keep him company. The old timers will feel better with a familiar face around. I'll stay with you. Sorry to keep you waiting. I talked to the quartermaster. Some food will make it to those who need it most. That's the best I can do. Thank you, Delphine. And thanks to Duke Windermere. Part of me hopes that Mother really wants to help those poor people out of the kindness of her heart, but I know. It's because of me, or should I say, because of who I am. It's fine, as long as it helps the people who fled with us. You've adapted quickly, Vina. The time when we could do as we pleased has passed, Delphine. Many souls on this ship are counting on me. I have a responsibility to them. both as Vina and as Siege. Lots of people are looking at us. I can tell Vina is busy. Mother's ship is one of the biggest of the Victorian ships of the line, but it was never designed to evacuate civilians, certainly not this many. The people of Norport are squeezed into holds meant to store ammunition and weapons, trying their best to find a clean place to sit down. This is not the best accommodation, even if the most dangerous weapons have been removed. Vina's gang are doing their best to maintain order. The refugees whisper about her amongst themselves. The officers on the ship pay no heed, nor does Vina respond to their calls of Your Majesty or Your Royal Highness. Regardless, she has become the heart and soul of this place. Perhaps the civilians don't even realize themselves, but the reason they trust Vina is not so much because of her status, but because she is the only one they can rely on in this unfamiliar environment. How goes the war? The number of reports coming in is unreal. Too many variables to keep track of. The Duke of Wellington's offensive is unsteady, and our own defensive lines are being pressed. We should have an overwhelming advantage in terms of forces, even if the Dukes have yet to commit their full strength. We are facing a foe beyond the scope of modern military theory. The Najahar King. The only thing we know about him comes from sparse records of ancient times. It has been too long since Victoria, indeed Terror as a whole, last faced a real Sarkaz army. What chain reaction will their witchcraft produce? Are they really as primitive and backwards as the records say? What force have the various Sarkaz branches come together to form, where we can't see them? Why do they stand together? No need to worry too much though. Mother, Duke Windermere and Duke Wellington will conduct this war together. The Duke of Castor has also publicly declared her allegiance. The stalemate will not last long. Once we return to Ironclad Galave, both supplies and support will... She spoke too soon. Whoa! What was that? It looks like we're passing through a canyon. A good thing. It means we're about to leave the battlefield. A canyon. I feel even less at ease. I know where Mother's confidence comes from. This ship is defended by Windermere's pride, her sword guards. If the Sarkaz think this merely a reckless act by the Duke of Windermere, they will find themselves on the receiving end of blades that have been honed since the War of the Four Emperors. But do we really know the Sarkaz? Is the ship slowing down, Siege? I think so. And the weather outside, say, what time is it? How long has it been since we left Norport? A few hours, I think. This isn't just an ordinary canyon. Yes, nothing remarkable besides some abandoned factories. Abandoned factories, yes. This place has been abandoned since before Londinium fell into chaos. Why? Because of catastrophe. The massive crystal formations that catastrophe left behind. Be careful. Hey, I'm talking to you. Something's not right. There's a different smell in the air. I look around instinctively. All the elite soldiers in the hold are gone. This is not right. Get away from him, Hannah. Siege pulls her back before I can. I see the soldiers smiling at me. Look out! It's too late. Blood seeps from the gaps in the ceiling, dripping into the infiltrator's eyes. Wait, what? Drip. Merge. Spread. Blood. Where did this blood come from? Look out. Oh, is it blood arts from the Sarkaz? Siege pushes me away. An instant later, a blood mist bursts where I stood. Oh, unless it's the vampire guy. Soon the entire hold is engulfed in crimson. Blood mist? Sarkaz witchcraft. Too many civilians here. Morgan, Dagda, Indra. The four of them exchange gazes and take up positions around the frightened crowd. The emotions in the crowd ranges from shock to panic. Some in the corners begin to scream, without even saying exactly what happened. Go down! The stairs are to the north! Lady Delphine, are you the ship's doctor? We're under attack by witchcraft. The ship's casters can't decipher it yet. The Duke and... Damn, how did they... Look out! A claw slaps away the sword that was inches from his throat. The blood mist disperses, then reconverges, taking a gooey, wet form. Oh, they're here? Why? Oh, unless they're specifically targeting Siege. A Sarkaz emerges from the bloody shadow. The vampire's witchcraft has taken hold. I know that outfit. The skull mask? The size of kings. One variable to eliminate. Yep, their target is Siege. Cause chaos and eliminate the outblood. Hesitate not to spill your own blood. Oh. You were part of the siege of the Knights of the Tower. Oh damn, she's got a grudge. Careful, I've got you. You will die here with your king, Victorian. Do it. Do it. Mother is on deck, but we still have civilians and our people below. Delphine, your left. Ah, careful. Sorry, thanks. There aren't many of them. We can pin them down. The reinforced compartment is one bulkhead away. Get the civilians there. No, there's something more important that we must do. Those people came with me. I promised to protect them. Duke Windermere likely doesn't know how bad things are below. Go and inform her. I'll hold out until your reinforcements arrive. But this suits us better. You have a formal command structure. There's no way to integrate us quickly. Vina, go. Damn, you've got a hard head. Almost made my hand go numb. So be it. The sigh of kings will be spoils enough. Surround the Aslan. Get ready for a brawl, mates. For an instant, I wished I was with them. Like when I first joined Slobberknocker Gym, when I went from being alone to being in a community. Kader and Bard. We stood together. This ends now. The swing of the hammer compresses the air in the passage. It roars. Tiny drops of liquid fall on my face. My vision blurs. Delphine! A shadow draws near me. Delphine! Mother? I try to wipe my eyes. I see another pair of eyes right there in front of me. Red flows from their sockets. Ooh. Delphine, go no further. You're hurt. You'll only be in the way. Same for me. Kill me before whatever this is consumes me. The sword guards and her grace will kill the Sarkaz. Do not put yourself in danger, Delphine. No. Don't even feel the pain anymore. Free me, and stop. I draw my sword. She is still conscious. I should not do this to her, but I see the relief in her eyes. She grabs my sword, sending it into her own body. I'm trembling. I can't see clearly. Lady Delphine, you must live. Thank you for freeing me. I look down and see the red eyes. She gives up breathing, smiling to the end. This is Sarkaz. Mother. My feet cannot move. Worry, unease, and fear grip them. The lights go out. The only light comes from above deck. Oh, that's very red. Jeez. There is only silence amongst the bodies. Rain solidifies as it falls, flowing backwards, evaporating, converging. A red-black sun rises in the sky, obscuring its white counterpart. Yeah, he's here. I don't think there's anyone on board that can actually fight this guy, right? I think they might just be in danger at this point. Uh-oh. A bloodless complexion emerges from the black sun. Not a speck of blood on it. He descends from the black sun. I avert my gaze. Am I afraid? How shameful. You should not have dodged. The paleness of your face would have contrasted well with the blood drops. They would have painted a picture of beautiful despair. Leeches can't stop playing with blood, I see. Nothing has changed with you people, even after all these centuries. Rain begins to fall again. Drip, drop. Look, it's a good day to die. Your Grace, this attack was planned, as expected. For a sovereign of the Sarkaz to pay a personal visit, though. All well and good, I suppose. The battle below is not going well. The officers are organizing the defense. No matter. This one is our only threat. Mother, the Duke of Windermere points her sword towards the invading Sarkaz leader. I cannot see the expression on her face, but I know that it is not the mother I know so well. The soldier was right. I would only be in the way. I've long had enough of Lithanian spire arts. I wonder what the spine of a vampire looks like. I don't think she's powerful enough, but I guess we'll see. You're a strong Victorian. You don't think you'll shirk back. But your blood will betray you. The Creator built a bridge of life for humanity, and I stand above the bridge. Oh! Not any worse than those spire madmen. A blue blade cuts through the rain of blood. A tiny drop of rain cuts open Mother's cheek. Was it the red rain or blood seeping out? I couldn't see. There's no change in Mother's expression, but have I ever seen her get hurt before? Poor fool, still clinging to dreams and fantasies. Guess why your battleship fell from within. Focus on the mission at hand, soldiers. Ready? Roger. Your duty is to kill the enemies of Windermere, not protect the life of Windermere. Do all you can to weaken the Sarkaz. Victoria will take back what is hers. The vampire's movement starts to slow. No, the sword guards are too fast. I've received formal military training. I did not go to Londinium unprepared. But here and now I realize the weight of the words Duke of Windermere. My mother never let her daughter see the kinds of battlefields that she knew. Not bad, not bad. You aren't a Duke of Victoria for nothing. How many Sarkaz have you eaten? I don't have any such disgusting habits. No? You and your ancestors reveled in war, from Casimir's to Lithanian. A Duke of Windermere once had an army of Sarkaz. In the War of the Four Nations, which engulfed most of the land. How did you or your ancestor use them? Parlor tricks, the theft of witchcraft, a favorite of the Nashahar. The blood and flesh of Sarkaz spread across the battlefield, becoming yet another bulwark for your glorious armada. You ate them up all right. Are you after revenge, Sarkaz? Of course. How dare you trifle me with the methods of my creation, the property of the Crimson Court? Is being strengthened by the blood of the fallen? No. It is no longer bodily fluids, but a part of the curse. Prepare counter arts. Is she gonna die? I feel like she's gonna die. Stay calm. Take a deep breath. My throat is coarse. I cannot speak. I try to gasp for air, but the smell of blood is all there is. Vampire and Confessorius. This is Mother's flagship. Linkardin's most experienced commanders, bravest sailors, and most steadfast warriors are gathered here. Mother once told me that war is not about heroes, about charging into danger. A commander must see the whole battlefield in order to see the way to victory. But I realize why this ship sailed deep behind enemy lines without support. Because of me. No. This is no time for self-flagellation. I have to do something. If there is no place on Mother's battlefield for me, someone must bring order. One of the kings of the Sarkaz court is here. But would they really attack us so recklessly? My espionage background tells me that something is missing from this puzzle. I have to do something. Think. Could it be? No. Arts that can teleport an entire army are unheard of. Our ship fell from within. I know this feeling. Demazi. I encountered him personally when leaving Norport. I'd heard about his terrible king of the Sarkaz court from Amir, but he was defeated. How could he... Still, this is the most likely answer. There are 2 kings of the Sarkaz court on this ship. A truly terrifying conclusion. But what about the vampire? Why didn't he go straight to his target? If he could use his witchcraft on the officers... Attacking secondary targets with witchcraft, then creating disorder with assassins, that's too inefficient. I'm trying to think ahead of her and trying to figure out what he's planning, but I can't think of anything. But the Sarkaz fighting with Mother. The Demazi. Did he simply infiltrate us by taking the face of a Victorian? If... Damn it! Mother! Delphine, stay back! That one's fake! Oh? The sword guard's weapons impale the vampire. The light of arts penetrate the Sarkaz's twisted visage. The arts of the sword guards of Windermere, passed down from generation to generation, are simple, but brutally effective. Mother quickly sets her sights back on the target. I draw my sword. The sword guards do not hear my cry, but Mother is ready. The vampire laughs. The massive blood arts explode before it can be cast. There's another one? A gust of wind sweeps through the sticky air, blowing away the sanguine rain and wind. Death falls silent. True terror begins to spread, slowly but surely. Blood converges upon the hand of the silhouette, forming a crystal, then the other, the true. Enough. I don't enjoy seeing another wear my face. The sword guards pull back instantly. Even so, 2 of them are late by an eyelash and their flesh takes incomprehensible form in a split second. I can feel my sword hand trembling, my throat seizing up. This is a battle beyond my comprehension. A little girl saw through your disguise. You're losing your touch, Demazi. The previous you would have been more convincing. So now I'm confused. Didn't this guy kill himself? Didn't he like give in to what Logos was saying? Or does the Demazi cluster get reborn if it's destroyed? And that's what the Sanguinarch just meant by the previous you would have been better. Is that so? These arts are merely a poor imitation by the Confessorius. Foul, uncouth, vulgar killing. He looks towards me, then towards Mother. I'm trembling. Delphine, Yes? Good job seeing through the trick. All the sword guards would have been lost. But there's nothing more you can do here now. The escort fleet is approaching. We must ensure that communication with the fleet is maintained. The communications tower. It's behind the deck. The enemy is few in number. Go. I'm counting on you. She pats my shoulder with an injured hand. Only then do I notice that she has many more scars on her than I remembered. Understood. He did, but all that did was split him into 2 brand new Demazi. Wow. Wow. I assume he doesn't have memories though, right? Or they don't have memories. I turn around and run for the communications tower. Pride overcame fear in that instant. Mother said, I'm counting on you. I see the Confessori trying to blow the communications tower and our soldiers still resisting. Thank goodness the communications tower hasn't fallen yet. The ship's slowing down. It's the engines. They're attacking the engine room. Damn it! Grab my hand. Don't look back. Get up. Thank you. Oh, Lady Delphine. We must regroup and counterattack. Reinforcements are on the way. Listen up, men. Dust clouds in the distance. Help is on the way. Their plan has failed? So easily. I turn around. The front of the deck has been completely engulfed in red fog, with only the flashing of sword and vampiric arts to penetrate it. Why do I feel so uneasy? Delphine, look out! A pair of eyes peer at me. In the infinite raindrops, in the reflection of blood on the deck, the vampire's hand brushes my neck. Why? Is he not fighting Mother? Vina tries to push me away, but it's too late. My sword. I still have my sword. I am her daughter. She's counting on me. Delphine about to go badass? The blood-woven crimson witchcraft vanishes into thin air. Are you alright? I'm fine. It's all in my head. Your troops are holding back the enemy down below, so we've come to help. The bad news is that we found traces of the Demazi down there. We know the Sanguinarch and Demazi are attacking together. No, wait. The attack was not a Demazi feint. It was true blue vampiric witchcraft. If the king of the Sarkaz court had intended to kill me, there is no reason I should still be alive. It was not my own strength that allowed me to resist. He had other plans. There's no doubt about that. Once again I look towards the sword guards, their swords still flashing. I can faintly see their silhouettes converging. Something's not right. They are falling one by one. They're backing up. This is not right. Where is Mother? Delphine, where are you going? Ah, dreadful. The scent of blood has changed. The Confessorius has succeeded, as has the Sanguinarch. Pull back. Those unable to do so, drive your daggers into your hearts on my command. Wow. That's drastic actions, I guess. You... Impossible. Even if the fight against the fake vampire had taken its toll, Mother and her sword guards could not have fallen so easily. I know the legends of Windermere's sword which no wall could stop, the blade of light that struck down the spires, one of Victoria's 2 sharpest swords. I grew up listening to them. Why? How? I charge into the fog of blood, hearing only my exhilarating heartbeat. Finally, I spy a figure. Ugh. You have lost all sensation in your arms. Your guards are routed. How do you feel now? Ah! Sarkaz! He caught you. An instant of weakness, of disorder. Why? We do not understand. We find it regrettable. She's finished. Let this great warrior savor the fading of life. Are you leaving? I have no interest in the inconsequential deaths that remain. One glance from that devil is enough to freeze my blood, but he does not kill me. His blood is a penny a gallon. What are you after? We are unsure. The age of shame is coming to an end. Are you hurt? It does not matter. He disappears into the blood. You... Oh, there you are. Oh no, fight yourself. The one who saw through us. He said we were losing our touch. How convincing was the last one? Is this good enough? Don't you dare wear her face. He smiles at me with Mother's face. We must try. Eh? Then, with an identical sword, Mother's sword, he impales his own chest. Oh, is that the... Did he get the command from the Confessarius and he... Wait, what? Sarkaz? In my fury, I try to charge, but my body refuses to move. We'll do better next time. He whispers in my ear, wearing my own face. Mother's sword is still in his chest. In my chest. He falls. Then familiar blood witchcraft covers him, consuming him. After the blood boils and evaporates, it's as though nothing had ever happened. All I can do is pick up Mother's sword. I catch sight of Mother. Is she dead? The sound of fighting has stopped. The wind has calmed. The ship has stopped. I see blue hair on the ground. Mother is bleeding. Delphine. I can't see very well. Have they retreated? Mother? They're gone. Mother, I'll call for the doctors. You'll be fine. You're the Duke of Windermere. You're my mother. Wait here, I couldn't beat him. I can't believe it. Don't go, Delphine. Don't go. Let me look at you. Damn. Mother's body grows cold in my arms. I dare not let go. The sound of Mother's heartbeat fades further and further away. Don't cry. I'm not crying, Mother. I saw you swing your sword, Delphine. Very good. You had injured your hand. Your grip. It was never right. It was too hasty. Mother, don't say any more. Mother gazes toward the horizon. Is that the direction of Londinium? Her eyes have always lain upon Victoria. I remember the direction your father left in. We had a surprise for you, one that we prepared long ago. Mother? Delphine, I thought you would be taller. The clothes will be a bit loose. Just calm down, Delphine. The rain stops. The mummy-less and the mummy-havers, who will win? Oh shit, I forgot. There's an actual thing here. Okay. Let's do this. Wait, is this guy ranged? I don't think this guy's ranged. Alright, so how I want to do this is probably this. No. This. Oh god, this guy is ranged. Ugh. Get me a centurion, get me a centurion, and a centurion. There we go. We might actually need a healer here, which is unfortunate. I did not realize this guy was ranged. No. Actually, I think I want to put the healer back here. Back here. Okay, this is really unfortunate. This guy's annoying. Oh, and he's just gonna sit there? That's very annoying. Let's do this. He walks back? Oh, this guy's an asshole. We don't really have a secondary healer. We actually might be in a little bit of trouble top lane. Oh boy. Alright, let's make sure these guys start taking damage. I don't know how much this guy's gonna do to me. Doesn't seem like he's gonna do... Actually, I should have put... Okay, give it a second. I'm probably gonna have to switch her out here. Yep. Oh my god, he AoE hits as well. Why does he AoE hit? Ah! That's so annoying. Oh, at least we got heals here, so I think we survive. Oh, another one spawned. This is probably going to be a reset. We're going to need a lot of healing. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of healing. Jeez. Their mummies are playable too if you count Lacqueramaline remote controlling Fona Zero. Wait, what is Fona Zero? I don't actually know what that is. Oh. But yeah, we're just getting... Suzerain's mum just got revealed as playable, right? Maybe we'll get Lacqueramaline? Although hopefully we don't, because that name is very difficult to say. Is there anything we need to be aware of here? Attacks restore HP proportional to damage dealt. While in battle, have increased attack, and their attacks will additionally deal necrosis damage. Attacks deal necrosis damage and jump between 4 targets, with each jump dealing reduced damage. Will be reborn as a gift of the Sanguinarch after falling in the battle for the first time. This guy is super annoying. I think we get rid of Skyfire, and we have to bring in another healer. He gets rid of negative statuses, right? Which includes... Oh, he gets rid of those negative statuses. How do I get rid of necrosis? Honeyberry? Is it an element? It is an element. She's not an E2, but I mean, okay, I guess we could do this. The highest elemental damage taken, with the highest elemental damage taken. 25 at 7. 53 energy. Oh, they get max HP. That's kind of cool. I think we'll go this top one. I don't think we need this one. I don't think. Every second for 2 seconds. Actually, no, we are going to go this one for some heal pump. Was Fear Meta worth it? I think not. I think she's going to take too much healing away from our actual healers. So I think if I was going to go something like this, we'd have to go a Meteorite. Yeah, I think we'd have to go a Meteorite. Or we could go an Aosta and put him on the corner. Just to get that bleed, because they do that weird like one movement stop. So they would still get all hit and take bleed. Which might be worth it. But also weakening them would be worth it. So yeah, let's go Meteorite. Healer. Do we need a healer for Hoshiguma? Do we need a healing tank? Possibly. The healing tank would have to be Gummy. I don't think I got another healing tank. No, they're all low. Probably need to bring up another healing tank, actually. Oh, Spot's here, I guess. I think I need more constant heals, though. So, yeah, I think Gummy is going to have to be it. I don't think we need a Centurion top lane, though. I think we need something else. We need a really strong single target damager. Chen, maybe? Chen might just completely destroy them. Yeah, okay, we'll bring Chen. Physical damage, arch damage, and slashes in a row, each dealing 250% of its physical damage and stunning the target. Yes. We need to find a better place for Myrtle. Otherwise she gets attacked down by them ranged peeps. But I think this works. I think this works now. Where's Meteorite? Yeah, she's there. Okay, let's try it again. Honeyberry wants skill 1. Increase skill level, please. Oh god, did she have base skill level? Ugh. It's fine. I believe in her. Does she actually? Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna put her here this time. I don't think he can reach. And I'm still gonna put Saria here. Now he'll attack and he'll hit both, which is unfortunate. God, he hits so hard too. I'm gonna put Saga there just temporarily. I'll switch her out for Gavial later. Once we get enough. I think we've got enough healing. Yeah, we're out healing him. If I place her there, she's gonna get hit. Oh, I'll place. Is she in healing range? She is good. I don't think I can use Myrtle just yet because she's holding this one. Alright, now I can use Myrtle. Big heals, big heals. Okay, let's set up this side now. With Chen. And we're gonna need another healer facing like backwards. Like. Actually, if I do here, we'll catch a couple more. Yeah. Yo, I need healing. Big heals, big heals. Come on, big heals, big heals. No one die, no one die. Big heals, big heals. Okay, we're stabilized. How are we doing on this side? Okay, yeah, we got this side pretty well, I think. Unless this guy deals huge damage. No, he doesn't. Okay, cool. We got that sorted. Now we need the artillery out. This is still very annoying. Oh, we have no more spots for people. Ew. That's not cool. We can drop characters in though pretty quickly if anyone goes down. Our healer is struggling. Uh-oh. Oh shit. No, that'll get dealt with. Who just went down? Oh my god, how much damage do those things do? What? Texas is holding them, surprisingly. Okay, I think we're okay. We're gonna pass it, but only just. Jeez. More damage. Take this guy down quicker. And he's down. Oh no, he's not. He's got another phase. Oh my god. Come on, dude. Just go down. Just go down. Myrtle, get in there. Okay, there we go. Now he's starting to take some damage. Hit him. Hit him harder. Why is he so tanky? Actually, Rosa probably would have eaten these guys up. Whew. Also, Sag, I thought Thingy's mum, Delphine's mum, looked really cool, like design-wise. It would have been cool if she became playable, but oh well. You try to present a picture of calm. The crowd is running. There are screams everywhere. They have hardly awakened from the last nightmare before they are put into another great escape. You brace yourself against the wall. Someone ran into you, hard. Someone pretty darn strong. It all happened so quickly that you had no time to plan. You had expected the worst the moment you failed to stop the first drop of blood from seeping into the curious citizen. Even worse is that you and Amiya have become separated by the stampeding crowd. It has been a long time since you last felt alone. Stay calm. The screams drown out your voice. Nobody is listening to your commands. Out of my way! Out of my way! The monsters are coming! Get out of my way! Get away! There's blood on you, like those monsters! They're not your operators. They are just ordinary people. Reason is a luxury in the face of death. Doctor? Doctor, I'm here. Grab my hand. You finally hear a familiar voice. Amiya. Amiya tries to force her way through the panicking crowd and reaches out her hand. Grab my hand, Doctor. You know that you are the one whom Amiya cares most deeply about, always. You do not want to disappoint her. You penetrate the crowd and extend your hand with all your strength. You realize who it is standing before you, a moment before your hands touch. Demazi. Why? What should the king of Sarkaz look like? You're not the one you once were. The myriad souls still reject us. However, a change has occurred. A part of us has left us. We must make a choice. We cannot remain stagnant. Demazi approaches you, one step at a time. You can feel that the one-time king of the Sarkaz court has changed. He is no longer an idle observer. He has begun moving forward. That's the actual Amir. Yep. Doctor, King of Sarkaz. I tried to imitate you, but I failed. A new Demazi? Is this your choice? To formally stand against us? We simply decided to try. Will we learn our meaning in battle against you, King of Sarkaz? Where does our path lead? Once, I asked the previous Demazi what I should do. He said I must overcome all doubt and hesitation. If you still call me the King of Sarkaz after being reborn, then go find the answer yourself. You won't get it from me. She is always at your side, smiling. It almost makes you forget that she is the true King of Sarkaz. Dark arts rumble. You find Amir's presence downright imposing, but still you feel uneasy. Instincts tell you that this was no ordinary attack. In just a short period of time, you have learned that Duke of Windermere, defender of the frontiers, is no pushover. She had her flagship break off from the fleet in order to save her daughter. This was an opportunity. But the rest of the fleet was not so far away. The tactical advantage in attacking a ducal vessel is limited, unless this was a decapitation operation. No, killing a duke only makes her men angrier. There is more to Theris's plan. Plus, the ship is home to more than just the duke's elite guards. You and your friends are here. The King of Sarkaz is here. What noise was that? Suddenly a pang of intense pain dazes you. Who are you? I thought for a second it was maybe going to be Witch Hat Lich, but I don't think Witch Hat Lich is going to get involved in any of this. Oh, did I hurt you? That Ascalon woman is so annoying. Is she so persistent with everyone? Doctor? Amir disengages from her battle with the Demazi and runs towards you. Arts converge on her fingertips and her crown appears above her head. Look out, Amir. You're the one they're after. The black arts are shattered and the black crown gone. Amir's arts disintegrate in an instant as though they had never existed. How could this be? It is the power of the King of Sarkaz. How? I've long awaited to rummage in your emotions and memories, little king. I thought the Revenant would cause you some difficulty, but you seem to be in better condition than I expected. Cordus, no. Chimera. You are no Teresa. An eerie dark halo envelopes Amir. She tries to break through, but the Confessarius' cage does not budge. The cage grows smaller. You look for someone who can help, a way to break Amir free. The Confessarius guards block any eyes that dare gaze upon this place. The enemy is more prepared than you thought. Let go of me. You had the fortune to be conferred the crown, but do you truly understand your power? We have studied the King of Sarkaz for thousands of years. Amir's struggle grows feeble. The ancient Bane arts drain her strength. Her knees buckle and she falls to the ground. She lifts her hand, but not a ripple of arts answer. As for you, you feel the chilling gaze scanning you. Your heart is beating so fast it threatens to escape your chest. Anger and despair. Death extends its tendrils toward you. You clench your fist. Get away from Doctor. Oh, arts. Oh, still mustering the power of the King of Sarkaz, even when surrounded by confessorious witchcraft. I'm starting to miss Liz. Well, this is a benefit to our experiments. I'll spare the doctor's life for now, and teach you to leverage your emotions. But I must make sure you behave before handing you over to the leader. Great Demazi, that nasty woman is coming. May I count on you to deal with the rest? Very well. Nasty woman? Does she mean Ascalon? Maybe she will temper us. You see Ascalon sprinting towards you. Nice. Countless confessorious guards stand in her way. They fall without a sound. Then the figures of countless Demazi once again bury her. The confessorious with blue hair lifts Amia in her arms. The hull structure around you shatters. A staircase of earth and stone rises, and the wall of the canyon outside opens its gaping maw. You've seen arts like this before, but she is no gargoyle. Doctor, Amia. Wherever they walk, the stone bridge trembles and shatters, and the cracks on the rock wall heal. Ascalon tries to free herself from the Demazi tide, but the expressionless fragments seem endless. Doctor, stay where you are. The most important thing is... The confessorious and Amia grow distant. You've heard it many times from many people. You are not built for fighting. So weak you could not even complete the beginner course for trainee operators. Kaoshi wanted you to stay in the rear giving orders in safety. But Kaoshi, equally thin and frail, stood before Therasis. You can still see the gaping wound when you close your eyes. Wait, is he trying to equate himself to Kaoshi? Bro. Kaoshi is immortal. How does this stupid little Humi think he is on the same level as Kaoshi? You should wait where you are. Ascalon needs time. You can work on a rescue plan once the battle has concluded. A commander should learn to recognize when the situation is untenable. But your ears ring. Amir is your partner, your family. Your sense and sensibility, your past and memories all cry out. Oh my god, it's the first scene. No, Amir, come back. Come back, Amir. The smiles, the tears, the hard times, the brief joy. The hull breach is right beside you. The stone staircase is starting to fall apart. You put a numb foot forward. Let her go. You leap before the bridge shatters completely. Oof, oof, oof. He's not even going to be able to keep up. You run like you never have before as the ground falls out from beneath where you just tread. Your view is obscured by the white vapors that you exhale. Your whole body trembles. You have never so lamented the frailness of your physique. It is not far. You can catch them. There is no time to think. The hole is within reach, but the ever-shifting rock wall could close upon it at any time. A few steps further, you muster all the speed you have. The next instant, you find yourself falling in infinite darkness. Well, now they just captured 2 important people. How much time has passed? With your portable light, you can see that countless hands have emerged from the ground, pulling at the passage, sewing it shut. The space continues to contract, pressing on you. You do not know how far you must go, but you must not stop. Down, down, down. Your lungs sting. A light in the distance is your only hope. Oh, this is the same CG from the Monster Hunter story. Escaping the contracting hole, you find yourself hanging from an upside-down statue. From its eyes seep water falling from above, gleaming an eerie red in the light of magma. Where is this place? What are these statues? You recognize the statues as Joel. The gargoyle shoulders the roof of the cave, feet burning in the magma. The banshee curls up in the wilted thorns, bone whistle in hand. The Wendigo tries to tear the rock wall apart with twisted hands, frightful visage roaring beneath a mask. The withered vampire extends a hand from the lava. A creature of unknown race holds its head in its hands, stone columns running through its eyes. Wait, what? Statues of the Sarkaz races. You're tough, Doctor. I respect that. You feel a heavy blow and a pair of baleful eyes. We got knocked out. All that running for nothing, just to get knocked out. Or maybe not. I thought they were going to leave me behind. Awake? How did you follow me with that feeble constitution of yours? I examined your body, but found nothing. Well, not exactly nothing. Your structure is unusual, different from all the samples I've seen. I would very much like to study you in great detail. Unfortunately, this place has been abandoned a long time ago, and the equipment is far from adequate. It would not do to damage such a precious sample. Perhaps I could bring you back to Londinium, but Theresis seems to pay particular attention to you. Amir. You look towards Amir. Her consciousness seems hazy. Black arts seep out from her, then fade into thin air the next instant. Her brow twitches in pain. She is not in good shape. You've rarely seen this expression on the brave child's face ever since you met her in Chernobog. Look, Doctor. What is she looking at? She's trembling. What did you do to her? The King of Sarkaz grants the promised land. The little bunny simply got a taste of her own power. Stop or I'll drown you in lava? Bruh. We don't need to be crossing swords. You want knowledge? Rhodes Island has it. Laughable attempt at flattery. Painfully amusing, the way you hopelessly grasp at straws. No operators at your side. Nothing for you to command. Even the King of Sarkaz whom you served is leaving you. What can you do? She draws closer. You tighten the hand hidden behind your back. All you have is a sharp rock that you happen to pick up in the chaos. Your reason tells you that it is useless. Perhaps you would have had a speck of hope if you were Blaze, Ascalon, or even Popuka. You feel regret, but even stronger is your determination. The pain in your hand keeps you conscious. Patience. Wait for her to draw closer. I've asked the leader many times, why does power so often end up in the hands of the ordinary? What have these forgotten kings of Sarkaz given us, besides a life of exile and persecution? Will you, Doctor, be one of the causes of another round of suffering? I have the same questions, but hurting Amir is not the answer. I appreciate your intelligence, but there has never been a shortage of smart people. There is nothing that can compare to this opportunity, what we have pursued for thousands of years. If she can force the crown upon the head of this little bunny, then it can be forced out. Oh no. You want to steal Amir's crown? Steal? No. This crown is not a ring lying on the battlefield for the taking. You'll never understand. The blue-haired Confessarius turns towards Amir. This might be your chance. You make the calculations. With your full strength, perhaps. What's this? A rock. It didn't work. You feel your internal organs twitch and convulse. The taste of rust fills your mouth. One little push from the Confessarius, and your right hand loses all sensation. Bones have broken. Wincing at the intense pain, you force yourself to lunge forward, but she lithely dodges. You fall in front of Amir, blocking the blue-haired Confessarius' malicious gaze. How touching. Putting yourself in front of her, but meaningless. If you're so obsessed, I have a better way to deal with you. Perhaps that brain beneath the hood holds secrets beneficial to our experiments. There. Don't try to resist. Share your memories with me. You can feel the Confessarius's breathing. A numbing sensation filled with ancient witchcraft moves towards the top of your head. Get out of my head! What? What could possibly repel a Confessarius's? The King of Sarkaz. But her mind should be shackled. A black vortex rises from behind you. It's either Logos or it's Shining, but I don't think Shining has that ability. Amir whispers at its center. Oh, it's Amir. Okay. Okay, sure. The black crown trembles with agitation. Oh, she's speaking in that ancient language. Amir, the shackles of myriad souls are not so easily broken. She remains amidst the myriad souls. She has chosen to protect you subconsciously. Huh. Wait. That's not all. Her connection with the crown is growing. The crown. Remember. Souls. Is that Amir's voice? You get a feeling. She's growing more distant by the second to a place that you cannot reach. Amir, wake up. You try to grab Amir. The black vortex roils between you, and a great force tries to push you away. You dig your one good hand into the dirt, dragging the rest of your hide along towards the girl lying on the ground. Ah, such intense emotions. Looks like Teresa's choice was not entirely one of desperation after all. Just a little further. Why don't we cut straight to the chase then? I hope this won't break your little head. That would be a shame. The Confessari left more than statues in this cavern. Sarkaz incantation. Amir! You touch her. You promised. Reject the voice. The black vortex shatters and vanishes. You grab Amir's hand. Amir has grown up, but her hand still feels small and frail. Her palm is filled with sweat. You do not know if the Confessarius's curse worked, or if this was the result of Amir's effort and yours. Blood sprays from the Confessarius's neck. Wait, did she die? Oh shit, Ascalon. Okay. Ascalon walks towards you, casting another glance at the fallen Confessarius. That was reckless, Doctor. If I didn't run into... Look out! Blood explodes and a sanguine shockwave sweeps towards you. A figure stands in front of you, arriving in the nick of time. The Logos. We got the A-team here, let's go. Vampire arts. What have you done to your bloodline? Hard to imagine that you're related to Shining. The amount of grief that your degeneration has caused that fine girl. Lord of the Banshees. I'm impressed. It couldn't have been easy to get here. The Confessarius puts her hand on her neck wound. The blood that sprayed from it is slowly flowing back. Oh, so they've like mixed? I should have been more careful, knowing that the sitting Lord of the Banshees is rather rebellious. You're more dangerous than we expected. Urgent situation. Interrogation out of the question. Kill her and leave. I know. You see Logos's cold expression and the incantation that obediently emerges from his tongue. But you do not see Salus's fear, anger, any expression you might expect to see on one facing her own death. You see only curiosity. This is the Lord of Banshees. The Elegiac Court. Indeed, these incantations are no less refined than that of your famous mother. But, did you know? Such refined runes, refined arts, they are far from the Sarkaz's roots. She is backing up. Behind her, The statue of a banshee towers above. Ascalon. An instant before everything went black, you saw Ascalon grab Amia while Logos shielded you. You saw the statue come to life. You saw the Confessarius's eyes narrow and saw her ring the death knell first. What the? Don't cut away. Did they just cut away? Oh. Doctor, we've left the cave. Ascalon is scouting the area. Your right forearm is broken. I made a makeshift splint, but I'm no medic. What about Amia? Still unconscious. Confessarius said something to the effect of trapped in the myriad souls, but she's alive at least. You turn around to see the Cordis girl lying peacefully under a tree, as if she is merely sleeping. I can understand Ascalon's objection to your methods. She's concerned for more than just your safety. But it's also true that you brought us time. The Confessarius and Amia would be behind Londinium's walls by now, if not for your efforts. What of the Confessarius? She got away. Rock and earth, blood, and the wail of the banshee. Is this the Sarkaz that the Confessari want? One so obsessed with bloodline and witchcraft. Their target is the King of Sarkaz. We must inform Kaushi and Shining. Wait. The vapor around us. This can't be. Careful, Doctor. We may still be inside the enemy's trap. What is it? This is not Victoria. This is the Convalis of the Banshees. Convalis? What that mean? Oh, okay, okay. Wait, that's only a 2. We didn't do that at 2, did we? I thought we did that at 3. No, we did do it at 3. Is it because we didn't 3-star it, maybe? We will have to redo later. Alright, what do we got this time? We have the secondary defense artillery that we're going to have to deal with again. So we're going to need tanks. 3 towers on the battlefield are no longer available for deployment. I'm actually going to go into practice in this just to see where the tiles are that we can't use. Oh, is practice going to take us straight in, or is it going to take us into the story? It's probably going to take us into the story, right? Yeah, it takes us into the story. That's okay. Honestly, since coming to Victoria, my drafting work has been at a standstill. Back in my mercenary days, I spent most of my free time writing them. One book filled, a new book empty. Really, I had more to write than I physically could. And yet, since joining the military commission, I haven't given those notebooks a flip through in forever by now. I attained what seemed like a higher position and power. I wasn't directing a squad or two of mercenaries any longer. Now they put the sand table of the whole battlefield before me. And I grew more and more sick of what I'd written about. I used to believe the most important test of an archivist's character was loyalty to their accounts. Yet bit by bit, I came to discover these books had turned into echoes of wave after indistinguishable wave, reproductions of scene after scene of the same tragedy. I'd been through this all with my own flesh, felt it all with my own soul. Why even make all this? Vacant language and empty summary out of it. I'd had enough. When did it happen again? I remember. Last year in September. Last year where the summer was exceptionally long. General, the mayor is dead. Your saber still drips with the blood. If only the blades of the military commission and the mercenaries could be as swift. As long as it's a weapon, there's no real difference. I remember the look he gave me in that moment, but I'm still not sure what he really meant by it. Roger. News just came from the Mercs. The 14 MPs in the plot to assassinate the regent have been apprehended. And what stance are the other MPs taking? They don't have one. I thought you'd be more direct about your methods. If the military commission requires, I can execute every MP straight away. With our current situation, this will suffice. The airship is still under construction. We need just a little extra patience. Pull your men out. The Najahar King's Legion has arrived. Legion? My voice shakes a little. The Najahar's Legion. Of all the military powers I'd met in war, the vast majority paled compared to that one name. The difference was heaven and earth. When? How? Whatever direction a Kazdel army enters Victoria from, they'd have to pass through major duchies. It wouldn't matter how they conceal themselves. That larger force could never. His Majesty has arrived at Londinium's suburbs. 2 reorganized royal court units directly subordinate to him have been stationed outside the city. I understand. I'll order the Mercs to withdraw. That Lieutenant Colonel Latour had his talk with the Regent. He and his defense forces will soon be assuming control over all of Londinium's administrative affairs. On the surface, Londinium will enter a state of semi-martial control, led by the defense forces, owing to the garrisoned rebellion. Don't think that'll be good. That'll fool the Grand Dukes. Their intelligence networks are well developed in the city. They'll definitely start mobilizing for war within the next few months. It won't take that long. It's exceedingly likely that the quickest army will show up beneath Londinium's walls within 20 days. But no fear. No matter who arrives first, they won't be hasty to act. Any duke that dares march alone will become the common enemy of all, just in the Duke of Windermere's failure of a raid 2 years ago. Her high-speed warships didn't even succeed in launching from their berths before her own men obstructed her. It was ridiculous. The Duke of Windermere. She's clever. She's been warning Parliament since the day the Regent first made contact with Victoria. Cavendish didn't just invite us to enter Londinium on his lonesome. Each and every duke was hoping to make a military vassal out of the Regent, an assistant to the thorns in their sides. Understand, this Duke of Windermere is no exception. Behind the guise of the iron-fisted soldier, she obeys the game logic of aristocrats as much as the rest. She may just be the most impatient to place us back in the toolbox. From what I hear, Victoria's legendary steam knights don't exist anymore. You do have a nose for sniffing, Oderer. Not a good quality for a serviceman. I'm a mercenary general. The Region and Military Commissions scheme was a huge success. Pretty crazy. Somehow the Sarkaz have a firm hold on Victoria's capital. The Dukes need an easy-to-cut-up army to put down dissidents, and Parliament is desperate for an appropriate defense to avoid any more actions like those 2 stupid Dukes' adventures. In their eyes, the Sarkaz came fresh out of civil war on a silver platter, table-ready, disposable. Now we've taken the industrial sector, leashed Parliament, and even the Shard will be under our control any day now. The Regent's taken Londinium for real. But we can't shunt this city off. We can stir up conflict, but then what? We end up buried together with Londinium under a coalition of foreign militaries. What is the Commission planning? I know I'm being a little too forward, but you draw suspicion by being too obedient. Yet Manfred doesn't even turn to look at me. He's flipping through a book, untitled. Do mercenaries have so many problems, Hoderer? Have I given you too much leeway? I only need to know what the goal I'm serving is. The mercenaries I know have other tastes, inquiring as to the more loose-pocketed employer, or mulling over how to waylay a sanctuary caravan. I just have different personal habits. Personal habits. The military commission general before me pries his gaze away from the book. I hear his position here isn't just for his service rank. I hear his relationship with Theresis is very special, which means I have to be extra cautious. I dip my head slightly, working to ensure I express enough respect and humility. Is your eye all right? It affects my depth perception in sword combat. I'll get used to it ASAP. I received your interrogation records. The assassin was an Innis woman, a mercenary alike. We sure didn't expect a Sarkaz like Innis to get brought out by Parliament, especially for a hit on the region. Innis is dead, and you lost an eye for it. You'll receive commendations from the military commission. No commendations necessary. Then you'll receive payment in mercenary fashion. After all, you and Innis and that lunatic with the W call sign led an active mercenary unit for quite some time. The old Sarkaz of the Scar Market. Their commendations for you are blinding. Very decisive of you to kill her. It's the only way a mercenary lives. We'll do anything to survive. Even gutting your own colleagues. Even gutting our own colleagues. Then I'm sure one day you'll come to dispatch me, won't you? Silence. You asked me just now, what could the military commission be planning? Our plan is only drawn up to the point war breaks out. As for what follows, that would be their plan to make. This place is the heart of hatred, and it will be buried by vengeance. Just as you wrote in these booklets. Just as every war we've been through. So you were. Never mind that. Carry on writing. You've a heavy mission. Bear that responsibility. Now the military commission's duty in Londinium is fulfilled. With a single activation of the Shard, the tempest of war will be unstoppable. In which case, what more could Theresis want to do? What more can we do? Done with your notes? No, I wasn't writing anything. Just giving this sword another polish. The mercenary claymore. I haven't used this thing in forever. Oh, he was the main character of this, wasn't he? Or like the banner character. So that's his glow up, right? Getting the claymore. You're so heartless. If you want it, you can have it. A present from me to you. A sword, low efficiency, 0 interest. And you found the time to fix your hair. Can't blame you, I guess. We're not going to have the time for hair gel like you did back in Londinium. It's just more convenient this way. You should have kept that outfit. Maybe you could keep acting the merc leader, treasure of the army. What's that thing army guys say? It's your calling to serve? The mercenary's calling is to get paid, not get bereavement. Knock it off and save your spittle, you two. Defense perimeter, scouting radius. Is this the opening? Until they started fighting, yeah. As for now, they're marching. No matter how much the Dukes hate each other's guts, this front's gonna close in sooner or later. You're sure the guy's gonna pass this position? You can literally see the Shard's catastrophe clouds from here. The catastrophe's landing point is the line of fire between the Duke of Wellington and the Nashahar King. Chances are the Iron Duke will retreat his front. As for Windermere, she probably won't have the spare energy to deploy her own forces until she gets her daughter back inside a nomadic fortress. My guy doesn't have a lot of exit routes from Londinium. Wait, incoming. The shadow's very fast. It's like a polygonal yarn ball. A what? The overall shape is polygonal, but highly irregular. It's arts. High chance the naked eye can't follow it, or else she wouldn't make it here. Target confirmed. We can only afford a little rough play. W. I turn back and she's gone. A second later, deafening explosions. Nice. After her. The scale of the dust cloaks the entire surroundings. But we're not blind to what's either a sizable witchcraft vehicle or a bizarre aircraft. As ever, W kicks off without restraint. If we did graze a lich, I brush away the smoke, but surprisingly I feel myself hit something. What is that? A wire? Silk threads, hanging crisscrossing from the void, then pressing into it again. Oh, it's her. Wait, I didn't think she was going to get involved. Mercenaries. What a coincidence. Come at me then. This is where the strange sensations truly start. Wait, what? Her figure snaps into formlessness in an instant, threads swirling and fading. I thrust an arm out with all my strength, but grab at nothing but dust. Did she run? I told you can't blow a lich up with bombs. No, she's still around. We have to catch her. Something's not quite right. We never pass by any area like this. Nothing here casts any shadow. Is it an illusion? I think there's a bunch of big guys over there, right by the mountain. Those are some crazy swords. How do they lift them? Mountain? Wasn't this a plane? I follow where W's looking. The haze gradually thins and the scene becomes clear. I gulp. Practically everything about the battlefield leaves my mind. The ash-bleached city lies ahead. Let us hasten. It will admit us, the children of the soil and stone have built city walls on sorrow's ground. Kazdel. Each syllable is a bitter journey unto its own. Where is it? In dreams we have departed, seeking to this day. The age of exile has come to an end. What are you saying? It's an ancient Sarkaz dialect. Sorrow's ground, ash-bleached city. I'm having trouble with the rest. I can only guess. I think they mentioned Kazdel too. Which one? Diablo Balor Sakar of the Condemner? Condemner? Condemnor clan and Quilon, the errant overlord, will meet us on our way. Oh, and he is here too. Guldor, the king of Sarkaz. Wait, Guldor? This must be way in the past. I couldn't know these names better. I could almost recite their legends from memory. The first line of Sarkaz I ever read was from the tale of these people, the epic transcribed time and time again, still handed down in Kazdel slums to this day. What these shadows tell of is the second Kazdel that could be called a city. After the very first Kazdel was laid to waste by the elders and ancients, there passed over 1,000 years where Kazdel was no more than a tiny hamlet, a mass of thatch and wooden fencing. Frail, easily destroyed, it was ravaged by the wills of colonizers again and again, and again and again the Sarkaz were sent into exile. Until this moment, where the Sarkaz had once again accumulated strength, once again rebuilt a true city. They left the wastes that we now call Columbia, and came to the heartlands of Terra, and there they lived, and there they died. And then, a betrayal. Another migration east, and before they'd gone far, the blue flames of fury were again betrayed. It seems as if Sarkaz's history were cursed from that moment on. History's waves have rolled on to this present day, where citadels are incessantly scrapped and rebuilt and still amble about in arm's reach. But the names they speak, those are the city's first kings of Sarkaz. The kings of Sarkaz 7,000 years ago. She has to become playable soon, right? Surely. When did this lich appear before us? How does she have this power? I draw my sword across my chest. The lich lifts a hand. How? How did you produce these things? Considering this Kazdel's historical significance and its impact on the generations to come, the legend of the kings of Sarkaz have found such widespread in song. But these vagabonds, even we lack for such trifling accounts. This is scarcely even witchcraft. It is absolutely not. No Originium arts could attain this degree of effect. Oh, perhaps it could. But at the very least, a historian would be needed. Is it a trick of physics? A projector that forms images from the mist? When did our brother and sister gain such technology? How rude not to share. Now it's off. These pictures are too close to the recorded truth. Be it a technological feat, whence came the material? This is some kind of arts, then. Her hand sways gently in the air, like she's feeling something, studying the colors before her and leaving us to our devices. But it's not of no known category of arts. It's highly likely even that it is an art. A very strange. A Ferrenmutt. If Victoria wanted to tame a Ferrenmutt for battle, it should have started long ago. What's this bitch even doing? It seems you are not artists. You are simply and purely the ones who blew up my beloved cube. It was very comfortable sitting in it. Messenger to the Lich's court, Lady Ermengarde. We deeply apologize for using such a method to contact you. I don't know what misconception you have of liches, but honestly, I'm not that old. Stop kowtowing. I fear this is not your arts either. I certainly don't have the knack to conjure a band of 7 millennium-old vagabonds. What if I use arts to stimulate it? Just the most basic, tiny amount of energetic irritation. I like how the hat lit up when she did that. The squall whips up. The vision before me recedes like the tide. The twisted scene returns to normality. The bloodied boulder abruptly appears before us all. The bloodied boulder? I don't know this place. What is this? I checked this area 3 days ago. There was nothing like this here. Guys, Hey, Hodera, W, snap out of it. Innes is fine, thank the stars. My blood is boiling. Okay. I didn't think Ermengarde would be there to mess with stuff. Okay, so it's the range tiles they get rid of. Okay. Okay. I guess we can continue and just see what happens here. I don't really have great places to put my generators. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is I have to put my tanks here though, which means they're going to get hit equally by the... Unless I put them right at the back? I don't think that works though. This is inconvenient. So now it focuses on her and gets rid of all of these spaces that are available to us. We do have here where we can hold someone, I guess. And we can put the other healer... Oh no, that gets rid of that spot. You know what? They have heals. It's probably better if we put the healer here. Yeah. Damn, any unit I put down is just going to get absolutely wrecked by the AoE, huh? Guess we can do this. I mean, I guess I could put... Maybe this is a map where you just play a whole bunch of characters that are quick deploys. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wait, who did it just transfer to? What? Oh, because she's blocking things. Right. Alright, I mean, this kind of works. We're going to lose the healer, I guess. Okay. Now that that healer's gone... That's not a great spot. Here, I think he hits both lanes. Yeah, perfect. Boom, boom. So we're going to lose a bunch of people the next hit, but at least we get a little bit of time where we can clear this stuff out. And in fact, this is a lot of stuff. I'm going to put Texas down as well. What a god. What an absolute god Texas is. So I might actually get rid of Chen and bring in... oh god, what's her name? I can't think of her name. No, she dies there. The other quick deploy. I forgot her name though. I mean, there's lots of quick deploys. I'm not talking about Red though. I'm talking about someone else. From the Monster Hunter one. Get her in here to do some damage. What is this thing? Wait, have we already fought one of these? I think we have. I think this should be alright. We should be able to deal with that. So the only way I can think of maybe is if we put... I mean, it's still going to get rid of a bunch of stuff for us. She might get extra block, but no, she won't. Ow. Ow. Stop hitting me. Ow. Rip. Alright, here comes the next lot of damage. It's gonna suck, but that's okay. Damn, she died. Let's put a healer in to keep her up. And let's drop Texas down to just get rid of the build-up. Okay, this looks like it's pretty doable. Doom, 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 doom. Now we just need to do this, but again. There we go. Mission accomplished. I wish if you did it in practice, they would just let you complete it, but I get it. I get it. Right, let's do it for real this time. So the only one I didn't use was Chen, so I'm just going to switch Chen out for Kirin. That was her name. And the rest is fine staying as it is. Oh, we were going to skill up Hunterberry, right? Because apparently her skill is at 1. Ooh, it's at 3. Okay. There we go. She big strong now. Why do I feel like I've got other people in here that probably don't have full skills? You know what? I believe. The Mercenaries Day. Alright, let's go. You. Go there. We're changing it up ever so slightly. You. Go there. And the next one is the tank drop. And there's the tank. So what do we do at the start? We put a healer here, right, to get these guys healed. I don't actually think they need healing though. We will hodl that. I can't actually remember what we did at the start here. Did we put a damage dealer out? I feel like we did. Yeah, I think we put a damage dealer up here. So let's put the damage dealer here. We should be able to handle this fairly well at the beginning. Wait for this first hit to hit. And then we can deploy all our damage. Look at that, beautiful. What else do we need? We actually don't need a healer, which is kind of crazy to me. How is she healing? Alright, the explosion's about to come. Alright, pull you back. Explosion incoming? I guess we can put the healer here now. Big heals, big heals. Cool. Okay, now we can put our people out. And our second tank. Cool. We got this handled, man. Easy. We're getting the build up of characters. So we will drop a Texas here. Look at that. Look at that. It's so strong. Oh, then this happened, didn't it? I think this is fine though. Alright, we should probably pull Texas back now. Yeah, I'm gonna pull Texas back. Put you out again. Yeah. Big heals, big heals, big heals. Damn. The chunking from Virtuosa is just crazy. Alright, we're probably about to lose Saga here, but that is okay. Yeah, no, this is still fine. We can probably get rid of Myrtle at this point. She's not really serving a purpose. But we also can't really deploy anything at this point. Okay, here we go. Here comes the explosion. Gonna lose a couple of people. I'm actually gonna get rid of her, so this guy... Nope. Okay, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. That is unfortunate. I think we're still good. We're still good. We still have another quick drop as well. Oh yeah, we're fine. Boom. Done. Oh wait, there was one here. I didn't even see him. And a 3-starred. Easy. Easy game, easy life. Alright, what are these statues about? I've never felt my blood flowing so clearly through my own veins. It surges about like crazy, shooting out through my limbs, then finally converging on my heart again. At Rhodes Island, when the medic operators were examining me, they wanted to inject me with... what was it called? I forget. I sure gave them hell about that. I've got the originium. I didn't want more random junk around in my body. Well, fine. I get the message. We need all this blood to live. It carries oxygen and yada yada whatever. Hodoro told me once. But right now I'm sick of it. You're my blood, you little shit, so listen to me. And if not, you can get the hell out of my body. I feel for the dagger on my waist. Why do I feel like she's letting some of the blood out? W, what the hell is wrong with you? Nothing, just some bloodletting. Hodor scrunches his brow. That lich is giving her hat a death grip. The racket finally dies down. No, actually, I guess we Hardy Bunch just got used to it. Innes, are you alright? Absolutely nothing's wrong with me. You guys explain. I get it. These rocks don't work on chilly old hags. I bet Kaoji would dance a whole jig here. I'd believe it. I'd also suggest you bandage that wound. I cut surgically, avoided the arteries. So, this is an anti-Sarkaz installation. Something to do with the blood. Sarkaz. Blood. Huh. That's a difficult guess. This witchcraft device hasn't properly activated yet. I drew past this area on the uneasy feeling I had. Here lies the main offender. Little wonder the Tudors are always so cautious with matters of Londinium. So what if it does activate for real? All Sarkaz explode and die? And then the Sanguinarch throws our blood all over the Victorians? No vehicle tracks in the vicinity, no signs it was transported. They took these giant crystals, crossed all these miles, and then sat them down here directly. Somehow, this wouldn't be the first time I've heard of something like that. Lady Ermengarde, I'm guessing you have nothing to do with this either. Naturally. Liches can't accomplish this sort of thing. The space we research isn't this one. Also, if I'm not mistaken, you recognized me just now. Hodor, was it? I've had an eye on your books before. Some of your manuscripts are even in circulation among Lithanian Sarkaz. Do you have any leads for us? Why should I be helping you? You just blew up my little cube. The bitch just shot me a glance. Hey, you don't know how much I'm holding back from stuffing a bomb in that chest cavity of yours. Are all Sarkaz mercenaries so eager to die these days? If she says one more word, I'm seriously gonna do it. So is that actually like a hole in her chest? And then there's like a weird thing that goes somewhere. Forget it. Let's talk about that illusion just now. That was a vestige. A spatial one. A temporal one. Were you looking for vehicle tracks just now? That illusion was it. Some kind of special arts is affecting this place. But that wasn't Originium arts, and it wasn't Sarkaz witchcraft. These art circles are related to vampires, and the illusion was definitely related to the art circles, but there's no direct line connecting them. Perhaps these are leads you can use. What position are the Liches taking? The same as ever, we've made no promises. But we have an informant telling us Kazdel has had Liches showing up too. You usually never make appearances in Kazdel. Oh? You left Babel, joined an infected organization, then ended up in Londinium, and you've still kept an intelligence net up in Kazdel. Are you really just a mercenary? I feel like your competences... Yeah, competences... You could get hooked up as a Gesaltswatcher in Lithanian, relatively speaking. Oh, except your arts is a little mediocre. Personal habits. Personal habits. In a battlefield with extensive... How do you think you'd stop me if... Oh, this extensive. How do you think you'd stop me if I did want to leave without a whisper? You were looking for us too. Technically, I'm a little interested in you. Specifically you. Do you Sarkaz always have to talk in riddles? Score 1 interpretation from Ines. She's getting impatient. Nice. Let her draw everyone's attention while I kill this son of a lich dead. Nice. Given you get your news from Kazdel, that naturally means our siblings' acts just been feigning ignorance. We need to give Therasis some flex room. We're taking control of Kazdel right now. Everyone's come to Victoria, so someone's got to look after the place. What flex room? Are you going to hold a celebratory feast? Yes, that's the first part of the plan. Then we declare National Foundation Day and so on. No more jokes now. That is just the first part of the plan. Therasis and Teresa have no plans for evacuation at all. It seems they really do want Londinium to be the battlefield for a face-off against all the lands. We have no idea what's giving them so much confidence, but if it's their plan, brother and sister, then they must have some means in place already. So if they do succeed, then that means we'll have to rebuild Kazdel, rebuild the Sarkaz's haven. And if they fail? If the Sarkaz fail here, then we'll lose an entire generation of youth and maybe every youth that was to come. After the expedition of 200 years ago, most nations have no clue about the present state of Kazdel. They weren't even interested. Until all this, a lot of Victorian worthies believed Kazdel was just a pile of ruins. But before the Civil War, with Her Highness Teresa's establishment, Kazdel had a nascent nomadic city. Until Therasis messed the whole thing up. Now Kazdel's just this supergiant witchcraft tractor, the kind that's got bolts and parts popping off it while it trundles along. Kazdel wouldn't stand up to anything you could call a war, but the Regent just so happens to be starting one. Once it begins, every spy will have made contact with Kazdel. How would those nations sitting on the fence regard the Sarkaz within the territory? Alright, you're pessimist. Good, so am I. So, part 2 of the plan. The Liches hanging back in Kazdel have formulated the plans to break the place up. If Therasis fails, Kazdel will immediately be split into pieces, maybe a dozen or more, taking their affiliated residents, as per the apportioned clan units, off to hide deep in the Barrens. Route planning, balanced production, and ensuring Kazdel becomes a nomadic city isn't without meaning. To the Sarkaz, the enmity of the rest of mankind is a catastrophe. Kazdel will greet another age of exile. Again with the exile. What kind of crap is this? As if we're not exiles already. Did I miss some nomadic city where we all live happy lives, sipping afternoon tea, watching the catastrophe clouds roll by? The Sarkaz are strongly united at this point. Not at all the way I hoped, but purely in terms of endpoint. Theresis has done it. But unity could mean more than just another vengeful massacre. Despite that unity being founded on hatred and war, that's no easy task, Hodera, my brother. Kazdel is more than a city. It's every person who calls it home. In the original plan, Kazdel didn't need that many inhabitants, and they wouldn't let us take that many away anyway. We have to end this war in Victoria, the sooner the better. If we can't take back hate, then the least we can do is turn it to fuel, to cast the supports of Kazdel. And every life to the Kazdel of the future may well be vital. Easily said for you. We just touched on a method for moving supplies and people over long distances. That might be what we've been after this whole time. What serves as the military commission's lifeline in Londinium. I'll find it and seize it. It was able to bring us to Londinium, so it can take us home too. Before everyone's buried 6 feet under. You aren't certain to succeed. You're just a mercenary. A place to call home. Somewhere you can always return to. Teresa. All this time I've been trying to keep that name separate from this war. Her Highness. How can a war just like before let anyone rest in peace? Huh. I bet it's just some diversion by that Theresis bastard. He killed Her Highness and is still blaspheming her. I'll make him beg forgiveness on his hands and knees. And once he's done, then I'll turn his skull into fireworks. Finding you was the right choice. I'll take your plans as the stance of Babel's survivors and inform the Lichers. Thank you. But you blew up my cube. How do you want me to get back? On foot? 8 kilometers northwest, there's a Sarkaz transport camp. Go and steal their car. Need us to help? Forget it. I don't want her catching me again and finding out I've been making deals with you on the sly. So, good luck to you, and may you still be alive to make good on your promise after meeting her. Wait, who are they meeting? And who doesn't she want to know that she's making deals out here? Huh? Her? Yeah, question mark. Her? Hold on. Are you guys getting this familiar feeling? What are you talking about? Kaoshi? What am I talking about? I have no idea. Damn it, Hodera should be the one saying moody crap like this. But still, what's bugging me? Who is it? Who is it? Not far off, there's someone sitting on a mountain peak, just on the edge of where that original illusion vanished. She's just sitting there, like she doesn't have a care in her heart. Her long pink hair draped over her shoulders, as it always was. Long pink hair. The only person I know with long pink hair is the medic with Reunion. Long pink hair, okay. Oh, Teresa. Okay, yeah, okay. And that look in her eyes, that sorrowful. I look away. How is this happening? How? How? No, that's no illusion. The moment I saw her, I knew it wasn't. That's her. Your Highness? She's gone. I want to reach out to... No, forget it. Maybe I should save it for next time. Besides, she couldn't have been real anyway. She just really looked like her. An indistinguishable forgery, able to fool almost any pair of screwy, messed up eyeballs. So was that the she Ermengarde was talking about? Why would Ermengarde care if Teresa could see her? Or know that she was making deals? I guess getting reported back to Therasis, and then Therasis is gonna be like, hey, yo, I thought you guys said you were not involved in the war, but here you are doing weird shit and making weird deals. What up with that? Alright, this looks like it's gonna be a boss. What is this? I have one of these. Used in a variety of strengthening projects. Huh? I don't know what this is used for. Also, what is this? Oh, I know what this is. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, this is strengthening projects as well. Okay, I've never run into this, I don't think. I have run into this, though. Okay, cool. I think that's as far as we're going to get tonight, but it's a good progress. Good progress. I don't know how long this is going to be. I'm going to assume it's going to be like 20. 20, what do you call these? Operations? It's going to be 20 operations. Like if we go back to 12. Oh, this is on difficulty mode. Hold on. Let me go to standard. 21. There was 21 episodes in 12. Okay. So what does that put us at? We're like a quarter of the way. Wow. Okay, that's actually closer than I thought we were going to be. Cool. No, that works out nicely then. If I'm available, I will be continuing to stream this tomorrow as we head to Thursday/Friday for me when Chapter 14 comes out. And when Chapter 14 comes out, we're going to be diving straight into Chapter 14. So this is a good catch up and getting everything fresh in our minds, because I'm kind of don't remember some key points of episode 12, but hopefully we remember a lot of episode 13 as we go into 14. And yeah, see what happens. Cool. All right, I will catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching. And yeah, catch you next time. Peace.